Alright.
Is that an actual item I can add?
I don't know. I mean, you can just add Sunstone or Custom or something like that. So we left off. We just rested up in a tavern. There's some prep being made for the meeting with the Cult of Ash. That kind of spied Puck and was kind of getting on that. We decided last time, I think, that Badur and Puck were going to be the inside men, and Thistle and Gutrag were the outside men with Kaysen. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Along those lines? Okay. Still have a few days away for that to happen. Oh, shit. Dog's on the cord. Went off the cord. Went off the cord.
Puppy.
Went off the cord. No.
There we go.
Won't do that.
Almost tug it.
Not getting the cord. For your safety and the video safety. This is probably thrown off, I would guess.
That's fine.
Probably.
As long as it's mostly good.
Okay. So, few days, we have some prep time. I'll give kind of the general layout so you guys can kind of plan out what you're thinking here on that. Obviously, there's some stuff we can do before because there's a few days, but we'll start off with kind of the gist so that if anyone needs to plan or think, we can kind of go that way. There's going to be a 2-story building that they're going to lead the inside people into, and then the outside is going to be a courtyard area, but the surrounding buildings will all be occupied with the people that come into that section overall. So this is the information that Kaysen's been able to lay out with previous attacks he's pinned together, including the attack that you guys were a part of. So that whole kind of section is going to be very similar. He's assuming there's going to be some sort of dark magic on the inside that blocks out the windows for the inside men, so there's going to be a separation there. His goal is to really weaken the numbers on the outside group. That's the bulk of the cult, and they haven't been able to pin them in the act, per se. There's been so many of them that they back each other's story up. They can't really say, they take witnesses out and things, and bodies are cleaned up is what they're assuming. So if they catch any sort of acted sort of aggression outside, it's all on war outside, okay? Inside, you guys need to get information, is what Kaysen wanted you to do. He gave you that sunstone with the sunburst loaded,
Right.
in case things went south or you needed a quick escape from blinding sensation, something like that. Pretty powerful. It says don't, it's last resort sort of thing, but
Right.
the whole goal on your guys' end is get information out of what their organization is, what they're after, what their goals, who they serve, that sort of thing. Because, again, all that is very unknown, and why specifically tieflings have been being targeted in this whole op. Okay? Kaysen will be helping outside. I'll just give you the stats of an assassin to roll, and someone can throw that, or I could throw it, doesn't matter, type of thing. I was we're going there, but won't have too much impact on everything going on. But that's sort of the setup of the op, okay? In terms of general layout, I haven't written it up yet exactly in terms of the exact spacing, buildings, all that. If there's something you guys want there, you know the location now. So you can go prep things and have something set up if you like, or something hidden. It can be rolls for hidden traps, or I want to log there or board, or I want to see if I can take one of these houses or set something up, or whatever. You guys can kind of prep it that way if you'd like to do shenanigans with it. We'll have no access to the main house though. That one's lock and key for sure, but the other ones are essentially abandoned at this point in time. So, got it? Okay.
Yeah,
and again, we have about 9 days of game time before that happens. I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to get something done, start something in that time frame, or jump to it or whatnot. But it's kind of that's the layout time wise of where we're at.
I guess the conversation can happen during breakfast.
Yeah. Omelets are being prepared with leftover meat from the night before. Nice eggs on that. A couple of bell peppers chopped up in there, so pretty hearty omelet breakfast are being served out.
I'm going to start going into the habit of doing a good berry of whatever I prep for the morning for breakfast. So if it's leftovers of what the pork is, I'll add a little bit to do good berries, so that way any type of rations or leftovers from breakfast can be used as the good berry.
Perfect. Okay. Are you going to help in the kitchen with this type of food? Okay. Yeah. So you'll be there helping when he's whipping it up. So definitely a lot more welcomed in the kitchen than previously before. Now there's a little bit of respect growing there on that. So
Well done.
Badur will be coming in from the morning.
Okay.
From the shipyards or the harbor, from work. He'll be carrying in over his shoulder a bunch of fish that he was able to catch that wasn't part of his duties or jobs. And he was going to walk over to, what's the big guy's name, Brad?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the bottom.
And I am going to throw it onto the countertop. Tell him that this is for the staff in the kitchen. And he does not want any compensation for it. If he sees his party, he is going to make his way over there and sit down.
It's a good haul.
I try my best.
Good haul.
It was a good catch this morning. The seas were fair.
Seeing you with the axe makes me think of our time in the mines. I wonder how the dwarves have been handling since we last spoke to them.
If Badur recollects his time going to pick up his axe, did this, the dwarves look like they were back to full swinging?
So they are definitely still clearing out some of the rubble from before, making sure there's stability going. There is definitely a light apparatus that's been built up
Okay.
to kind of get some sense of how the mine used to look prior. Definitely still early in the stages of everything getting set back. But the mood is definitely lifted from the last time you're here. I mean, there's definitely a determination by these dwarves to get everything back up and running.
Yeah, I'll relay that.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear.
In no time, they'll be back at full steam.
I don't doubt it.
What about the professor and the stone? Or the orb?
We could go pay him a
It's
visit.
been what?
It's been 2 days.
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
He said he was gonna take like a week, no?
No, he said it was going to take a couple days.
Couple days.
We may be hearing from him sometime today.
Be interesting to see.
I'm assuming I'm in the kitchen still.
Yeah.
He just shout through the window.
Yeah, doesn't just keep sticking his head out.
So, what is our plan?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna be the outside muscle, so just stand ready. I'm not sure I have much of a plan for this.
We have days to prepare.
We do. We have about 9 days to prepare for those of you setting up outside with casing. I don't know if you want to try to strategize with him or see what his feelings about things are a little more firmly. What his intentions are about guarding the outside. It might be good to collaborate.
I'll give him a buzz and see what he says. What his opinion on this.
Good morning, everyone. I'll bring out a little pouch that smells of raw honey and pork.
Yeah.
Those are the good berries. Just a little thing.
Good morning, Thistle.
Good morning. So, we have a lot to look at.
I think you're right.
So, me and Gutrag are outside. That's fitting. So,
Yeah.
You're
Whatever-
outdoorsy
whatever.
types. I thought it might be appropriate. but-
It wouldn't be good if we were inside.
Do you have any ideas of how we should set up?
So if we have days to plan, there's some things that I could do where if we put up like plants and such in wherever we know that we're going to be, and then whenever stuff hits the fan, I can make them grow big to the point where it kind of slows everyone down. It gives them time inside too.
Just sow
Not a bad
few
idea.
seeds?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Is because I haven't been over to the site yet. Is that something you can do without making it super obvious that someone's
There's-
just planted stuff there?
Well-
that might raise a little suspicion
If
that
you-
there's like
if
a
you
whole
put
bunch of new tulips or
They
something.
put this thing in clay where they have dirt in the clay. Not the clay. It's like a hardened clay, but it's
Pot.
pot. It's pot, and you have pot, and then you could put the pot around. People don't mess around with pot typically. They think it's nice to have pot there.
Fair enough.
So I could put different thing in the pot, and people will think it's just pretty.
Gotcha.
Some people do abuse pot though.
Oh yeah,
No doubt.
I can't imagine it being functional on pot. Do they just wear it on their head?
Yeah.
Their pot heads?
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
I could definitely see how that would make things a little hard. It'd make it hard to see if it was a big rock.
Mm-hmm.
Be
But
bumping into everything.
Aside from that, I don't understand what we're doing in there.
I was going to ask.
We're just stopping them.
We are. I am trying to glean more information from them regarding. I'll kind of lean in. So, since Brack has reprimanded me several times for speaking too loud,
I see him leading in a moment.
for information about why tieflings have been going missing, trying to find out maybe their reasonings, maybe perhaps a lead on your friends that went missing, trying to get more information about the heads of this cult and what some of their motivations and plans actually are.
Do you think they'll talk?
Well, I seem to be somebody that they want. So, in most cases, people prefer to do things. Force is usually a last resort.
Okay.
So, if I can use that to our advantage to maybe encourage them to share a little information to try to persuade me to their side, we may be able to benefit from that.
So this plan is to dangle you in front of the tiger like your juicy bait, and hope you don't get bit.
I'm the bait, yes. Yeah, I'm the bait, but I'm also the hawk.
But wouldn't it be suspicious if I'm standing there, like your muscle?
But it would be less suspicious if all of us were standing there.
I think there is a little bit of a worry that you two may be recognized because of your previous interactions that involved your two friends that went missing.
Do we need disguises?
If you're outside, I don't think you do.
No windows on the building?
Well, from the information that Kaysen has gathered and from some of your previous experiences, we believe that they may attempt to use some sort of magic to darken the windows, making it harder for those of you outside to view what's actually going on.
Wait, so if something goes bad, how will we know that you guys need help?
I was gonna say we need to come up with the signal.
I will throw someone out the window.
That's a pretty good signal.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
There's also the stone that Kaysen gave me, the sunstone. I imagine a burst of sunlight. Do I have any inkling of how that might affect magical darkness?
No clue.
No clue.
You
Okay.
can give me an Arcana check.
Okay,
Well,
I'll do that.
First roll of the night.
Big money, big money, big money.
Well, that's an 11.
11. Yeah, no real clue what their darkness is. If it was standard magical darkness that you have a little bit of knowledge about, most likely it would wipe it away.
Right. Okay.
But you don't know what kind of magic they're doing.
Yeah.
And clarity on your end as well. When you were out with Case and Dave, you were approached by members of this cult. I mean, they didn't say they remember. I mean, they kind of just said, "Hey, we're the organization."
Right.
From what Case and gathered, you knew who they were. They said, "Our superiors are interested in meeting you." That's as far as you've gotten on that.
Right.
The information you've been given in general, that beginning bit, that's what Case and surmised through previous encounters of this. So he's giving you what he's thinking going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
They
Based
did
on
give you
his
the
previous stuff
location.
and their previous stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
so
It's been scouted out. It's like, okay, that's for sure the building because it matches the previous descriptions of
Right.
things and know how it is. There was a mention of they don't actually own that place, and usually the inside looks a lot different than the outside in these particular encounters.
Right.
So they're
I
kind of
remember you
mapping
mentioning
out
that
this is
last
most
time.
likely what's going to happen.
Right,
So
right.
that's kind of
And I am essentially acting as bait to see if we can get them to bite to give a little.
Yeah, I mean they don't really know what they want with tieflings. That's they after previous kind of things that they've
Right.
said, they know they're taking them, but they don't really know why.
Right.
That's kind of what
Like-
that's your
I am a tiefling and they are interested in me, and we may be able to use that as an angle to get information.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, yeah.
And you two, this is sounding very familiar for sure with everything you guys have been through.
Yeah.
This kind of setup. 'Cause, I mean, he's using part of what you gave him as the basis of what he thinks is going to happen here. So
Yeah. And so,
Are you good at flashbacks?
Mhm.
It's not right.
So I'll be the strong, solid type.
that may be in our best interest.
I can do that.
You know, and it's not,
I'll be the strong, loud type.
there you go. It's not out of the question, especially given my history and some of my recent luck with some of the tables that, you know, I'm someone who operates in some of the greater areas of the city, and so there might be people looking for me, and so I need protection. That's not out of the question. That's something we can easily,
Say no more.
yeah.
So what till then?
Well, I think Thistle has a couple things in mind with the plants and other things. I'm not sure if Gutrag has any traps or anything in mind that would be helpful for the outside. I'm not sure if that was something you're.
I'm not great at making traps,
No, okay,
but I'm
okay,
sure I
yeah.
could come up with something.
I mean, you know.
Usually I kind of wake the tree and then drop on an elk kind of guy.
You know that.
I'm the trap, honestly.
You know that like a Wolverine.
Thanks, yeah.
That makes sense. Except you're like a really big Wolverine.
Yeah. Pretty aerodynamic.
You know, there you go. I bet you could take out a moose if you jumped out of a tree on it. But and Kaysen may have some ideas that might integrate with what Thistle's got going on, and so I think.
I think we get a lay of the land over there.
Yeah, and I think that'll help to kind of strategize on their end. For us, from what Kaysen has been able to gather, even if we were able to get inside, it's not guaranteed that the layout would be the same. There seems to be some sort of magical chicanery going on the inside, so even if we could get in, it might not be a great idea. And if they're using this much magic, there may be wards or some sort of spell that I have that's not particularly in my area, and that may put us on a worse footing much sooner than we'd like to be.
We still need some way so that way we can know as fast as possible. That's something that you guys need us inside. That's the biggest thing.
I'm not sure if the sunburst.
We have time to prepare too. We can look for something else,
we
so.
do, yeah. I'm not sure if the sunburst would be enough to.
We need something that's definitely going to work.
Yeah, dissipate the darkness. Because I mean,
We
if
don't
that
want more
could,
people taken.
Yeah,
we saw how quickly that people
Yeah.
can be taken.
I mean, there is part of me that kind of likes the idea of just throwing a dude out the window, but that might take more than instant, depending on how things go down. So I agree that some sort of symbol may be, or a signal. You know, give me a second. I have an idea.
What we should do is go see the professor down in the caves. See what we can find more about that rock.
Sounds like a solid.
It's been a couple days, so he should know something about it. Plus, I want to ask him some questions too.
Maybe you can identify the other talents.
Can't do that. Okay.
going down to the guy.
Yeah, going down to the caves.
Right.
Home of the miners.
He gets down there and goes, "Oh, okay, these guys are here. Couple of big breakthroughs here, okay? This is not of this world.
What world is it?
I don't know, but it's giving off planar energy. So it's some sort of portal, some sort of waypoint, some gate, but this seems to interact with the entirety of the spire. So you notice and you see, and there's definitely some of those mushrooms are rapidly growing. He's like, these have nearly tripled in size since I've been down here in a couple of days. And he points over to he's like, the rocks seem to have a magnetic sort of property to it. And you see part of that orb has grown back that shell on the side of it where it's growing back into the wall proper where it's repairing itself. He goes, there's some sort of epicenter with all this, and then you just see there's just all kinds of like sugar and sweet type of things just laying strewn about, and this guy has been diabetically hitting it type of thing. It's like, what I can say is that that crack on the side here leaking out is something, I don't want to say hatched from this, but it's almost like something strongly magical was pulled away from this, and it reacted in a way where it opened up and kind of went out.
So something came out?
I don't think so, but I think something magical was pulled away from this thing, like it interacted. You both are here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you two approach overall, you see the crack start to seal up. And he's just like, whoa, what's happening? Whoa. You two specifically, yes.
Take.
Go
I
ahead.
have yet to see it do that. Do you, any clue what's going on?
Yeah, there was
I don't
something.
think it's me. I think it's him.
No. It was something. We found something with the necklace. Pull out your necklace. We tried. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll pull out the necklace.
These things react to it. Mm-hmm. We found another one.
Okay. And you showed him these before, correct?
He identified one of them,
Okay.
the emerald one.
And did you tell him that it correlated with the orbital?
Did not.
Okay. He goes, okay, this changes things, and he starts scribbling type of thing. He's got his spell still going on the ground. He focuses for about 10 minutes type of thing on those two as they're held. Eyes glow. He's got this runic symbol on his forehead that kind of shifts as you guys are watching it. And he looks back at the orb, looks there. He goes, could you two approach the orb from that side where the crack is?
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As you guys get closer, the crack completely seals itself up, and it's a perfect sphere again.
What just happened?
Okay, so I don't know, but I think that these amulets correlate with the integrity of whatever this orb is here.
But if that's
Okay, so if it's has something to do with the health of the stone, of the gem, how come they got out to begin with?
I don't know exactly what these two pieces are, and they seem to go together of some sort, and I think there's more than just two by the looks of the shape of these.
we were told there's 4. Mm-hmm.
So my theory is that whatever this is was made because of whatever this is. And I think this is some sort of planar black hole of some sort, if that's a term I know, and I've been learning a lot. And I think that these are needed to stabilize this nonsense here. The fact that the spire interacts with this as well makes me think that this might be the cause of why the spire randomly popped up 5 or 50 years ago.
I'm talking about the giant castle.
The whole thing. This entire island in the Shimmering Sea was not here 50 years ago. It all jettisoned out of the ocean. Or the sea. Proper. This might be the seed, or like the start of this.
Do you think if we put all of them together, that something bad will happen?
I don't think something bad would happen. I think it would serve its original purpose. I think this was crafted with this in mind.
To contain it?
Contain would be a good word. Also, that might be the crack is something, I mean, this looks broken. Maybe when this broke, this opened up, and it's been slowly getting worse. But it's sealed now. That's a start.
Do you think it'll unseal later?
I'm not sure. Try to step back from it.
We'll walk away.
Okay, you guys walk away, and you see a tiny crack form in the middle. And it seems that it grows ever so slightly.
So we can't be too far away. So the talismans can't be too far away.
As you stick it a little closer, it kind of seals up. Roughly speaking, one of these, when it's full sealed, seems to be enough to stabilize it.
Okay. Well, can you identify this one?
He identifies it, and yeah, it's the topaz, same as the emeralds, everything, although it gives resistance to necrotic, I believe, is the damage type. So let me double check that. I believe it's necrotic.
What's the one I have?
Emerald.
Yeah.
Psychic.
Psychic.
Psychic necrotic.
I am 99% sure it's necrotic. Yeah, it's necrotic.
Well, if we have to leave one, what do you guys think would be the best thing that we leave?
You think we should leave one here?
Mm-hmm. So that way it doesn't go boom.
Or what if somebody comes in here and takes it?
I'm going to activate the topaz one.
Okay.
Is there any necklace nearby?
Just the emerald.
They'd have to really know where it is. I can't sense any other ones nearby. Mm-mm.
If we're gonna leave it here, we have to stay within sensing distance.
We can't always do that. Mm-mm.
But if we lose it, then that's a problem.
Is the goal to collect all 4?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Because it had something to do with the super plane that happens when there's another demidation. Mm-hmm. Or else it cracks. Mm-hmm.
Did you say one of your friends also had a similar necklace?
No. They had a necklace that turned into a bat and flew away. And
It did
signaled,
something- it did
signaled the
something-
devil.
Did something. Oh, it's okay. That's
A devil. Mm-hmm.
significantly worse than what's going on here. Okay.
A little bit.
Definitely
Mhm.
different, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Are there other people who are looking for these that we know of?
Well,
The people that have held them have died, aside from us. Mm-hmm.
those kidnappers definitely had one.
To be fair, we did kill one of them.
That's what I'm saying. Is the 2 people that we know that had them before us are now dead. Mm-hmm. One by our hands.
And then the other one died because of their hands.
Mm-hmm.
The other hands. With the hole in the other one.
So they're pretty valuable. Mm-hmm.
But that one's the green one with the
The green one was in the
In the-
Dragonborn's hand.
right. The
Got killed by the guys that we killed.
Right,
At
it-
the other one.
You guys tracked down the guy that shot your dragonborn friend?
No idea.
No, but we're thinking it's one of those brothers with the black
Because of
arrow.
the
'Cause
arrow.
they're
Ah,
black
I see.
arrow.
That may not be a great identifying mark.
I
That's
think there's a lot of those.
yes. It's tools of the trade, you might say.
What trade?
Oh, a flock of a feather. I heard that. Mm-hmm.
How many are there?
I don't know. Flocks normally have like 20 some
Birds
or
have
so.
a lot of feathers.
They do have a lot of feathers. Mm-hmm. And then there's a whole flock of them too. Mm-hmm. So there's probably a lot.
Absolutely.
So we can't assume that the person that we got did it. Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan of birds.
So what's the repercussions if we don't leave?
It could cause this to not be here, because if this is what caused the island to pop up to begin with, it could probably be the same thing that causes the island to disappear.
Has
But all it's done since we hadn't had the emerald here is push out more material.
had the
And then
crack
it's contained now, though.
had the crack gotten worse
No.
before they? Okay,
The
so
crack stabilized at where it was at.
well, so it was stable where it was at when we were far away with the necklaces.
Yeah, like the day you guys were there, and you brought the one necklace closer, it did not affect the crack, it just affected the energy output.
Right.
Okay, the energy output had gotten worse to where it was spreading things.
Mhm.
Things went back to spreading rapidly when you guys were gone.
When we left.
When 2 approached it, it locked it up again.
For the principal, what's his name again?
The principal, I wrote it down last time. Headmaster Thon.
Thon? Do you have
Yes.
something that you can like lock away artifacts or anything of the sort to keep them protected?
I have this box. I hold it on me. It is my personal belongings overall. And he opens it up, and that is where he holds his sweets. It's magically sealed. No one can scry, no one can find. These are mine. If you'd like, I can hold on to an amulet for you.
No one can scribe?
Scry.
Scribe?
It's a type of magic that lets you see things. You cannot scribe my sweets, they're mine.
Can you put it in here and then we could try to see? Because they can see each other. The amulets.
You can try it if you like.
Are you still planning on doing some study of the orc? Are you gonna
Oh,
be
I'm
down
here for quite a while. Yeah, this is a very fascinating piece for me. I want to find out all of its actions and things. And all of Lasley kind of depends on it at this point because this thing, should it erupt or something, could have catastrophic side things on this. And you do see he has a couple of understudies, adults, type of thing, but probably you assume people at the school that are helping him out, and they are definitely tending to the spell on multiple levels of it. So they're giving it the deep dive. So
Okay.
So if we were to contemplate leaving one of these with you, would it be safe?
I think it would be safe and it would help the research a lot. So we haven't found anything else that can slow out that energy from leaking out of this giant orb.
Okay. So I'll put it in the box, in his box, not to touch any of his sweets. Gutrag, see if you can locate it.
Close to it. Can't see it. Nothing in the area. And you have a 2-mile radius. Can't see anything.
If we can't see it when it's in that box, how do we know if there's not more around us?
There could be.
Maybe. It's good
It
to
does
know.
seem like a problem for another day.
It does, yeah.
But I think that's important to keep in mind.
But the unknown is not something that we should be worried about. We should be worried about the unknown that's in front of us.
Yeah, we don't know that
Is
either.
everybody eating?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes.
See,
See, the other ones didn't have the insight to hide it like that.
I think our job's done here.
I think, well, actually, Headmaster Thumb,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask.
Dawn, do you know where I can get another one of those
Oh,
boxes?
great. Something like by
This was
Fair
a
enough.
gift given to me to Lamrich Headmaster. People in Amethestia could make something of this. It is sort of a jewel box typically for the higher end, rich, wealthy people to hold on to their belongings. But obviously, I had some belongings myself I had to protect, so it was a very welcome gift. But yeah, they're crafted higher up on the spire. So
Okay.
and Headmaster Thumb, can you do one more thing before we go? Can you tell me if this has any magical properties? I'll pull out the vest with thorns on it.
okay, he still has his identify going. It is made of magical fabric, but it doesn't have magical properties. If that makes sense.
What is the
Like,
magical fabric?
It's not. This is wildlife from the Fey realm. It's another realm kind of thing. You've heard of fairy tales. It's kind of loosely based off of what the Fey realm encompasses. All that. They're plant life and things that they just act differently there. So any sort of effects you're seeing, such as this little guy here, it's all just because it's from the Fey. It's not really an enchanted magic item, if that's what you're asking, but it has properties of it just being magic. So.
Thank you. No, put it away.
Okay, and he dives right back in. He actually has lost a significant amount of weight since you guys last saw him, about 10, 15 pounds.
Just because
wow, he's just been going at it.
Yeah, well, and you're not quite sure if it has to do with the sweets overall, but it seems like when he's exerting magic, there's a lot of sweat happening. So you think there's something tied. You don't know exactly what's going on with this guy, but there's definitely some tie to him using a lot of magic and his weight. There's definitely a correlation that you're picking up on.
He taps into the sugar weave.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Just pools.
Yeah, the cookie.
With that, you do
His
notice
spells
there's
are just
kind of a
Candy
rank
Crush.
odor coming from this
Yeah,
guy, like he's
okay.
just been pouring type of thing. But yeah, he does know his stuff. But yeah, his helpers are definitely taking it very steered clear of him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a leaf off of it. I'm gonna rip a little bit of a leaf off of it and leave it on the table, and I'm gonna druid craft to make it smell like roses.
Okay. And this is part of the
Yes.
faith leaf and all that.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell like roses, but it's still a pleasant scent. You would identify it as maybe a lavender.
Interesting. So it doesn't react to the druid craft?
It does. It's just not rose smell. It's lavender smell.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It seems like whatever you're doing to it is different.
Interesting. Okay.
It reacts, but it's being persnickety.
Okay.
Like, you're not
So
my real dad, I'm not from here.
maybe we should go talk with Kason and see about getting a more solid plan.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Get some. I need to go to the restroom real quick first. I'm gone for like 2 minutes. I'll come back wearing the vest.
Come on, man. I've seen you shirtless. You could do that right here.
Huh?
You could have done that right here.
But we're in a city.
We're in a cave.
Well, it's in the middle of the city.
Did you do something different? This'll change your hair. You look a little different.
Strutted.
I don't know what you're saying.
Do a twirl.
Well, whatever it is, you keep it.
So do you know where to find Kason?
Right now, this instant, no.
Okay. What
When you
about?
guys left, he was at the Carlos Tap Show.
Okay.
Okay.
He
Back
may
to
be there.
Carlos
He
Tap.
may still be there. He might not. The ways of Kason are mysterious.
That's where we're
You
at.
say they're case by case.
Headed back. Headed back.
Okay.
So back to
Back to
attack.
Kason.
Okay. So we make our way back to the Careless Tap from the Pride of the Dwarves. And I will be disguised as an elderly, kind of crooked man with a long white beard,
Nice.
kind of raggedy clothes.
Kason, it's Puck. Kason, oh, Kason, over here. It's Puck. It's Kason. It's Puck.
I got that. Understood.
We have some need of information to prepare.
What do you need? What are you thinking?
How do we know that he's not going to die if we send him in?
We don't.
How do we know that we can keep him safe when we send him in?
We don't.
How do we know that he can ask for help when we send him in?
Again, we have no clue. However, we know that they want the tieflings, so I don't think they're going to be harming him in any sort of way.
What if we disguise someone as a tiefling that isn't actually a tiefling?
Hey, you can try whatever you like, but I have a feeling that these guys have some magical means. I think they know their target.
Have I been approached when I'm disguised?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Damn.
So yeah. Yeah, they at least can recognize me when I'm. They have approached me when I've been disguised, so that that may trigger more suspicion than we're wanting to bring on ourselves at the moment.
So what if there's some way that we can, like, teleport him away if something bad happens?
I have something for that.
Then how are you getting it?
Out the window. I'll just hit you with my axe.
Just don't hit me too hard.
His body just gets. We got him out of there, dude. It's just
Alternatively, we
fine.
could use one of the
Non-lethal.
one of the who's it's that are there as a signal. We could just throw him out the side of the building with your axe. Guy, just straight to the side.
Just gotta make sure he's not on the second floor. First floor.
Well, if we could just go, if we don't go, we can't go straight up. That's what Genta said.
That's
but I
correct.
mean, you could just go sideways, right?
I will say, yeah, if you're on like a second floor, you could probably knock him out. That's fine.
I have something for that.
Okay.
So
Is this
I
a
mean,
two-story building?
an option for a signal or an escape. I don't like the idea of leaving you in there by yourself, given
I'm capable.
you are, but given what happened to they're also capable, and their companions were snatched and
Brutally murdered.
brutal. Yeah, there was a lot. That's the other thing is that
Teeth nap.
I
that,
don't
that
know if they're dead.
I'm trying to remember what I have been told about the event where their friends were disappeared. That was not. Was that by the cult, or was there an intervention?
Intervention from the cult. It was a cult thing, and then an intervention happened where someone else nabbed him.
Okay. And do we know if they were like a higher up in the cult that felt like they were underlings were not doing it fast enough, or they just showed up? And, did they kill everybody, or
No.
no?
No, they gave them
'Cause
the
there were-
ultimatum.
the-
We're going to help them, and they threatened our lives.
They're going to kill everyone. We're
Okay,
going
yeah,
to.
because that one of the rumor that got me over here, there was darkness and lots of dead people and culty demon stuff.
No, the people that died were us. Well, no.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
Are you
No.
a zombie, Thistle?
Huh?
Are you a zombie?
No, no.
Oh, okay, good.
No, we didn't.
I don't do well with zombies. It's creepy skeletons, much more my speed.
So, no matter what, you guys are going in there without any protection.
I am his protection.
We do have the sunstone.
Will the sunstone work against the magic windows?
Sunstone will work against everything.
What does
Case-
that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means it'll work against everything. It's very high level magic. Oh, I had to call in a few favors to get that.
Which we appreciate.
It's a passion of mine. I want these guys done.
Yeah,
I've
me-
taken
me-
tieflings for years.
You know, being in their crosshairs, you know, I can definitely agree with this sentiment, and I would like to try to help my friends find out what happened to their friends. Do you have any idea if because there's the magical darkness that's been talked about possibly happening, right?
Yeah.
With the previous encounter, we think it might be. Will the sunstone have any effect on that? Do you know?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more just a fail safe. If you're
Gotcha.
getting approached and all that, it's something you can throw.
Right.
Give it a pretty hefty throw,
Okay.
but away. They'll kind of give you time at least. So.
Gotcha.
If anything, it'll blind you. They'll mess with their eyes. You can get out of there.
So eyes closed when I throw it.
I don't know if that's gonna help exactly. I wouldn't look at it. Technically.
You wouldn't look-
It
don't-
might go
don't-
right through your
don't
hand.
look
to
at
be
the-
honest
in
with
the
you.
sun.
That's
Alright,
really
okay.
strong. Yeah.
I just put my
It's-
mask on.
It's very
That won't
yeah.
help.
Last resort.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, just trying to make sure I've got all my.
Being with the item, you do know what the item does. So
Right, right.
Spell wise, you would know exactly radius and things like that. And you can look it up, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the goal is not to go in there and.
I want information, okay? And as far as I've seen any other case, they've always gotten their man, right? And they always bring an army, okay? I'm trying to get this done as clean as possible without it risking too many lives. However, we need to know what's going on here to put a stop to this whole thing, so.
Ooh. So the last word on that's interesting.
Last word.
The,
on
the,
that.
not the last word. The last line on that.
I was going to say disintegrate.
Yeah.
So I would.
Evaporation.
You would know that, but you wouldn't know if it's, you know what I mean?
So I know generally.
You don't know there's no.
Right,
That's
right,
basically-
but I-
you have a hunch that, I mean,
Okay,
you know,
gotcha,
and
gotcha.
you've been acting like you're on that line anyways, so
Gotcha.
you just don't know exactly.
I mean, it's the sun and you're bringing it into darkness.
Right,
That
makes
seems-
sense,
Yeah. Okay. So.
So ideally, we send him in there, nothing bad happens, and then he comes back out walking.
Ideally, oh yeah.
That
Okay.
is
Let's
that's
work
what
for
we
that.
would like to happen.
That's-
Worst case
Both of us
scenario.
come walking out, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
What are we expecting to see in there? Or are they expecting to see in
I
there?
mean, you guys have been in there. I'm basing this off of your story and 2 other accounts of this happened in the past.
Worst case scenario, you throw somebody out the window, I dive in, we come in blazing. Yes?
Okay.
Or are we getting the heck out of us?
Sure.
One of the two.
No, I think that's as good a plan as any. I do want to the figure that showed up suddenly and kind of changed the dynamic of your last situation where your friends disappeared does concern me.
I have a feeling that third party isn't throwing this time.
Okay, I hope not.
It's just an inkling. I don't
Gotcha.
know.
We'll see if Kason's got any. Which, who knows? He may or may not. but that does give me a little bit of pause, but because he sounded pretty spicy from what you guys were saying. So, well, if he shows up, I'm immediately throwing the rock at him. I'm not messing with that. That sounds that's too rich. That's too rich for my.
I think if he shows up, there's no.
I'm folding.
So.
We're at.
From the moment you throw the rock, you're over my shoulder. I'm out the window.
Nice.
And then I'll be over the window.
Interesting theoretical question for the DM.
Yeah.
Because of the wording on Dimension Door,
Yeah.
if I have a willing creature, say, being carried by a friend who hits themselves with the axe, do we have an idea how that might work?
Just the person that got hit, not the person carried.
Okay.
2 different inches. It's on. I put it in a big bowl here.
Okay.
I probably won't need it all, but
'Cause I wasn't sure because there
I
is
made a ton, so
there
let
is
me know.
wording on Dimension Door that you and a willing creature. So.
Anyway, yeah, so you're not casting it.
Right.
It's a target one.
Okay, yeah.
How the
That's
axe
that's
works.
what I wanted to make sure because it would.
teleported you and the swinger? Oh my god, that'd be
Be
awesome.
nuts.
Well, I
Just
was.
every swing you just teleport somewhere else.
Yeah.
I might have
Well,
some
I was
nice
thinking
talent.
he hits himself with it.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, like in general.
But yeah, no, yeah, you're right. That would be crazy.
Or whatever.
Just the
Well,
normal
I-
combat is just like
Yeah.
teleporting throughout. And then you have extra attacks.
yeah, put that on a fire. That would be nice.
That'd be Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's exactly what that would be. Okay, well, it was an interesting premise. So.
Yeah.
Well, it smells good.
Parmesan.
I had some.
No worries.
Just salt my plate.
No worries.
All good.
Never made that much pasta.
Yeah.
I called my mom on it. She's like, "You want to make sure when you're cooking it that the water level's 2 inches above that." So I filled that thing up pretty much. Yeah, it came out okay. I mean, how's it tasting so far? Is it alright? There was like a weird chunk, so I put it in this bowl. I'll eat around it if it's not good, but I think it's alright. I was like, 5 guys are gonna eat a lot of pasta, so I was like, I gotta make sure it's a big chunk. Is the sauce warm enough? Is it okay? Okay. I'm over here.
It's okay. We had Jimmy Jones.
Jimmy Jones protect me.
We're just filming a Pepsi commercial.
There you go.
I don't know why thank you, but thank you. Jason, is there anything that you would recommend for us to maybe have this a little bit smoother?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Maybe so that way we don't have to resort to combat?
Something that would immobilize standard people. As from the past stories, most of the foot soldiers of the Cult of Ash are just roped people. And they're just fanatics themselves. They're not really armed per se. I mean, a lot of them have daggers. So any sort of, nets or something that can just hold normal people back or down or, immobilized, that would keep it less combat oriented in case they get violent. One of the stories, they were not very violent. The other stories, they kind of had a threatening atmosphere to them.
I'll pick up a couple nets.
A couple necks?
Nets.
Oh,
I mean that too if it comes in.
I think your idea of this will
mhm.
the plants outside.
I think that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I
Mhm.
think that will definitely help us to get
Control
away.
the situation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Okay. Until then, I guess we can prepare. We got a lot of money from doing doing turning in those cultist guys.
Oh, we
Is there
definitely
anything else like that we can do to get a little bit more money? I've never gotten money like that so fast. That was a lot of coin.
There may be a couple of things we can do. I don't know if they're easily accessible or not. I'll have to do a little bit of investigating. Jason.
Yeah.
One more thing. Do you have any info on the big scary guy that showed up to their shindig last time and kidnapped their friends and did all the crazy magic stuff?
From what
Like, is he gonna be there? Do we know?
from what I gather, the only time he showed up was with them.
Okay.
And from what I gather, I mean, with the description, that's probably the principal of Warcraft Academy. And so I don't know what his dealings are with this, but their story also had some extra bits to it that the others two didn't go to, and I don't think any of that is here. I don't think it's
Okay.
as applicable. But again, I don't know. That's beyond. So
Do we have like an inkling about where this Warcrafty guy, like, is he where he's
Warcraft
supposed to
Academy
be?
is on the Sword Coast Sword Coast,
Oh wait,
across the way.
no, I think I might have passed it once a while ago, but not my thing. So we don't know if he's there or fucked off to some mountain or crazy plane of existence, or who knows.
Well, this guy wasn't here the whole time. He poofed in. The amulet turned into like a shadow bat, signaled off, and then he popped up. He teleported in.
It was because of the amulet your friend had.
That's what happened.
That's what we
It happened
gathered.
immediately after.
That's what they told me.
Oh, I apologize. I must have missed that. Okay. Well, we don't have any more of those amulets, do we?
Do you feel anything around your neck?
There's this one.
Nothing that's not there normally.
Okay.
What did I say? We prepare. If we have time to do something else, do that. If not, focus all our attention on this task at hand.
You guys doing any sort of prep?
I'm gonna do some location of some plants,
Okay.
specifically a type of nut
Okay.
that when made into an oil, and the oil is sprayed into the face of someone, or put into the face, or into an open wound, just some way to enter the bloodstream,
Okay.
will cause a temporary sleepiness.
Okay. Give me a D10 to see how many of these you can prepare.
I'm trying to buy 4 nets.
4 nets. I'll get to that after this roll here.
I would be using locate plants as well for this.
Okay. Yeah, you can find them just fine. It's just however many are available and
Sounds
prep
good.
properly.
Do we
6.
get any provisions?
Okay, you'll get
potions?
6 that you find throughout. They
feel
are
like our job is just to get information and get
all
out
over the Iron District. Like you have to kind of go to every corner
Ideally,
type of thing. It takes you 3-4
shouldn't
days to
be-
prepare the 6 of them. When I draw the map, I will let you place them
Ideally,
where
we
you
shouldn't
are like, okay,
have
this
to
plant
kill
will have a certain
We
radius.
shouldn't have to fight.
Sounds good. And
Because you are planting them right
Yeah.
on the field of that.
Well,
so
I
those
think-
ones are going to be the ones I'm going to crush up and make into like coating.
Okay.
The
So
other
you'll
thing-
have those ones. Okay.
Yeah, and then what I'll
But
do is I'll get
it may be
potted
that
plants, and
with
however
this-
much that costs,
This information
I'll place them
that might prepare
throughout
us
the week
better
or throughout the
for a
10-day
conflict in the future.
around in about
It's
a
what Cason's saying.
15 foot
Kind of seems like
distancing from each
they're
other,
interested in
and trying to
stopping
make it
whatever's
as
going
best
on. That's gotta
prettiness
come
as
to some
possible.
sort of
Not just like there's
conflict.
obviously a plant
Especially
here
if
for no
Okay.
reason, you know.
Those ones you'll
The
place when I
magic
draw the
guys
map
should
type of
be
Sounds
thing.
good.
Each one will say cost 5 copper.
So,
type of thing, and you
we're
can just
not
hash it
going
out
into
with
this
that whole
all
set,
willy-nilly.
Okay. And that again, that will be within that 4-day prep.
But,
They'll have that kind of available.
Sounds good.
Good on that.
Yep.
You said some nets.
I think
Yes, 4 nets.
this situation turning
You walk
will make it
east
infinitely harder
of the
for us to
Careless Tap
resolve
to
the
where more of the
situation
general
and
goods are located overall.
finding
You do
out
find a
what's
few
happening.
stores that have nets
People like
available. There is more than 4 available, but if you're trying to find 4, there are
But I
definitely 4
have no
there.
doubt that at the
If there's any
the
fancy
end of
nets,
this,
I
if
definitely
Jason has his way,
Fancy nets?
throw some
essentially
extra
has
gold
been
in, but-
wrong.
There's
Really?
not
Don't
there.
think you'd
So
find out.
I think it's just
there's
a matter of time.
one net that is on the wall that a lot of people wouldn't consider fancy, but it's definitely seen the sea. so it's got some of that wear on it. I don't know if you consider that fancy, but it's more of a decorative piece now. It still functions, obviously, but you think there's some
story behind it.
yeah, exactly, on the wall. That's kind of the only net that's different that you
I'll
find.
go to the clerk and say,
What's the story behind the net there?
Oh, I used to use that on the sea when I was out there. I used to be a fisherman of sorts, but age caught up to me, the drink caught up to me, so I kind of kept that as a personal memento from my old days.
You willing to part ways with it?
But I didn't say that, so what do you thinking there?
Oh, what's the biggest thing you've caught with it?
Oh, that guy I landed a marlin. Quite a large fish there for sure.
And, and you do see there's some cuts and scrapes. It's probably true with this already. You don't know if he's
Yeah.
spinning the tail, but something big was in this most likely.
I'd like to do an insight.
Okay.
It's a natural one.
Natural one. You
If I'm
believe it.
standing there, I will.
Are you staying there? I don't.
Yeah.
You know. Are you guys
You going
chopping
with me?
together?
I
Or?
will be going with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stay with you on your ventures.
Okay.
My eyes are just super wide now.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're eating
I'm
up
always-
everywhere.
yeah.
Particular reason to be split up at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do feel slightly safer around.
That OC dog just hell's no lie.
Wait, did you do an insight also?
I'm just a fisherman by trade.
Oh, okay.
I can tell.
Gotcha, okay.
Super proficient.
Super proficient.
Expertise?
Tell me more, please.
He's super proficient.
That was a 19 on that, so yeah, I know.
19 inside.
No, 19 flat, insight, 20.
20. He's lying through Steve.
Is he lying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get pissed off. Don't spend a coin here.
Why? Please tell me more.
Just immediately changes his tune.
I have to
You're
know
not gonna
about
let
this.
a fellow fisherman spin his fish.
Yeah. He starts a whole yarn.
He's like, I was out there for 4 weeks, just myself, my crew dying of some sort of deficiency. He's like, I was out there with just a fishing rod. Something I'd strung together, my grandfather's rod, my grandma strung the string. I was out there. The hook I made my granddaughter put it together, threw that out in the sea, and then this 8-foot long marlin, about 300 or 400 pounds over the normal size you'd expect, scars on the side, one eye, and I fought it for 3 days straight.
And he just starts going off on this whole entire thing.
I'll give you 10 times the price of a normal net.
I mean, that
And that-
rod sounds like it's a lot better than this net, man.
What?
The rod broke as we brought her in. and
Ah,
that was his last
oh,
catch
okay.
for sure,
I see.
yeah.
I see. Well, that's some rod. That's.
Thank you. But
He inherited it from his family, I assume.
I am slapping 10 gold on the counter for sure.
I take 9 away.
Don't take my money.
Keep the
I
9.
need that
It's not worth 10 gold.
net. And look at it. And look how listening.
Look up price for that.
It's 1 gold piece.
Oh, it's one. Okay.
he says, I am willing to part with it, but I mean, it does hold a lot of memories to me, type of thing. So, the price for that net would stand at 10 gold overall. So,
Pushing it across the counter.
Move my hand. Which sea were you at?
I was in I was off the Sword Coast.
He's telling the truth on that.
Do I know where Marlin is?
So
What
yeah,
insight?
non-indigenous to that area of the sea for sure. Okay, I will say with your fishing proficiency, something big was in it. So he's lying about the type of fish.
I'm gonna go ahead and do an insight also.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a really big, like,
Naked boots.
yeah, it's a giant boot. You know, I think my friend could see his way towards the 10 gold if you also had that amazing fishing rod.
The rod snapped.
No, I know. I'm just, and
17.
that's part that that goes with the story.
17.
And so without that, that kind of it takes away from it, and so the value, you know what I'm saying.
You believe he's telling the truth?
I do.
Wow, he's a good liar.
Yeah, no doubt.
What do you think, Tink?
I mean, he sounds like he's telling the truth.
Give the man his money.
You fool. And I walk out.
Give me a just fishing roll in general.
16. I don't know what's added to that, but flat 16.
It'd be your proficiency too, because you're proficient in fishing. So just roll and proficiency together.
So proficiency is what?
Plus 3.
Plus 3? 19.
19. You inspect the net a little closer. You see claw marks on part of the net.
Hmm.
So you're not quite sure what was in this net, but it definitely was in the ocean. Like there's enough where this net was used in the ocean to see for sure. And there's aberrant claw marks on this. And so something with a claw was dragged through this. You're not quite sure what.
As I'm walking out of the store, I'm going to survey the room to see if there's anything mounted on the wall, anything.
You find an interesting skeleton, partial skeleton, on the side that he's kind of curled up into almost an artwork piece.
Okay.
You're not quite sure, but you think this is the skeleton of something akin to like a siren mermaid kind of type.
Huh.
Yeah, that's just what you get. You're thinking maybe.
Okay.
But there's not enough of the skeleton really to be like, yeah, but like enough of it you're like possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah, like you're kind of seeing some hip bone action going in there.
Yeah.
But then more filling out into a scaly sort of, could be a tail, that sort of situation. No legs, but that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'll let Gutrag spend his money the way he wants to spend his money.
Okay.
10 gold for the net and it's yours.
That's 10 gold, 3 more for some basic ones.
There you go, and you have yourself 4 nets.
Sweet.
That's a really good net.
I think so too.
Outside, I'll just. When everyone comes out, he was lying about the fish.
Why do you say that?
The marks on the net aren't from a fish.
Look at all the crust from the sea, the salt. You smell it. It's clearly been in the ocean.
Something with some sort of claw was caught with that net.
I'm sure Mormons have some sort of claws on them somewhere.
Maybe not.
I can't say I've ever met a fish with claws, but I generally try to stay out of the ocean.
Me too.
What about big frogs? They have claws.
I fill them in with
Do
what
big frogs live in the ocean?
like I saw and what I suspect, but there's nothing concrete behind it.
Big frogs live in banks. Mm-hmm.
What kind of banks?
That kind of big?
It could be. I don't know.
Or like
I've never seen a big frog before, but I heard they live in banks.
Gotcha.
I haven't been to the bank here yet. They could be there if we want to go see them.
We have no reason to go to the bank.
5 days until.
5 days.
5
And
days
we're pro-
left.
I'm just practicing my new with my net.
Okay.
Netting.
I would like to see what kind of light armor I can get my hands on.
White armor?
Yes.
The gambit is there. Unless you're looking for something custom, you'd have to talk. If you have something in mind, you can bring that up to various shops.
Yeah.
What type of light armor are you looking for?
Well, the best I can get.
Take your business to Genta, but she's a weaponsmith. Unless she has a sister or
Yeah.
a brother.
Well, I imagine what I'm looking for is probably in the realms of leathers and things like that. I can't do the big heavy plates. That's not my.
We
You
can
can
go to
imagine me
the
at a table. Yeah, that's not my stuff. Come on.
We can go to Pebbleton. Mm-hmm.
Go to who?
Pebbleton.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what-
It's a town outside.
Is it? Did they have good armors there?
That's where they do all the hunting. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
How
So that's
far-
where they would have all the leathers and everything.
How far of a trip is it?
that makes sense.
About 8 to 9 hours. Mm-hmm.
Before we walk all that way, I think
Who
I'll
says walk?
fly. I can't fly. Can you fly?
I can gallop. Mm-hmm.
That's true. The dwarves do seem like an appropriate place to start. I don't know how they do with leathers and stuff, but as far as craftiness, especially after what Genta did,
Mm-hmm.
find something of that nature that would, I mean, I don't know if I can afford that, but we'll see what happens.
The area you're in right now, to be clear, too, is more general. I mean, you're seeing light armors around you.
Okay, all right.
You're in that section of The Iron District.
Yeah, oh, okay, we're in that section. Yeah. I mean, I would look.
I will say you're not seeing anything studded. Studded would be something that you'd have to stud with the doors. That'd be an option, or blacksmith for it. Everything else in that ballpark is there.
Gotcha.
If you want to do a custom jobber, you can add, and there's definitely people that can flare it up for it if you like.
Yeah. I mean, if I could get my hand, I mean, obviously, I can afford that too. I think, because, I am not particularly used to finding myself in these situations where my life is threatened, and they seem to be happening more often. I'm gonna see, especially with the windfall that we've come across. I'm gonna see if I can get the best that I'm capable of wearing. So I'm gonna go head over the dwarves and see if they have anything studded.
I will follow him as well.
I'll follow him as well.
Okay. So, oh, hello! How's that axe treating you?
I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet.
Oh, I'm excited.
So
That's a good piece there, so. What brings you into the shop today? A pride to the dwarves.
Well, after the glowing praise that my friend here had for your work,
Thank you.
I know you're something of a weaponsmith.
I am.
From what he said, but I was wondering if you also did armor or had a recommendation for a good armor of the lighter variety, something studded.
I can stud. If you bring me the leather, I can stud it.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
And Genta, do you know anyone that does? I don't know if you do, but does like wood or like leathers, but not metal?
Wood would be more the western portion overall of the Iron District. We're more metal here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know anyone by name perchance, but if you need someone, I'm sure they could handle you down there.
Thank you. I thought I'd ask. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
How about Splint?
Splint mail. We can do that here.
What are your prices?
It's 200 on here.
200 on there. So they will do it for 200.
They will do it for
Yeah, and there are a few completed splint pieces that are hanging up. I mean, she's more of a weaponsmith. There's 8 blacksmiths here. There are splints that are completed around. They have more of a dwarven make to them. Not really your size, but the sizing is part of the purchase process. They can get it to fit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could whip that up if you like.
Most of that one of
Do you guys have anything less
It's the word I'm looking for.
Less revealing.
yeah, no, the opposite of that. More revealing.
What are you asking?
He
like
wants
to-
like a chainmail bikini.
Exactly.
I'm not sure why. That's
I mean, I can whip you something up if you like, but I'm not sure to give
No,
you
like a wife beater style.
I mean, if you want something custom fit, we can do that.
Okay, yeah, I'd love that.
But I don't know if you get the benefit. What do you? So you want like a white beater splint? Is that what you're? It may cost a little extra, but I mean, we can make it work.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna direct you to like a pastry here. A very bald, very black, long bearded dwarf, and it's kind of burnt on the tips, not very well kept, comes up to you. And he goes, "Oh, I like your kind. I've got a particular set of skills that I like to use around, so.
Feel free to use creative liberties.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll put an extra 50 onto whatever they ask.
His section, it'd be 200, so 250 for them. His section is covered by a black leather. You can't actually see what his workstation's on there. You go in there and it's full on like metal dominatrix type of stuff. It's that, or there's things that attach and button and tie all that, you know. So.
What's his name?
Yeah, but
yeah, his name is
curtain
gonna
and
be-
His name's
closes
Dad.
it at the same time.
He just gives you a code name. He's Old Rusty. That's
Old
what.
Rusty.
That's worse. That's worse.
Yeah.
Trombone last name.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Old rusty trombone.
Yeah, there's a lot of pokers and prodders, and there's a lot, there's some whip type stuff in here. I mean, there's a lot of that going on. So
They call me master here.
What are you looking? You said chainmail of this sort. Are we talking this area?
Yeah, mostly
What are we showing?
center
What are we not
mass.
showing? Okay.
Not worried about the
How about
guns.
this zone? How do we
He's-
exposed, recover?
he's looking for something he can wear
whoa,
with pride.
hold on.
yeah.
Although it doesn't need to be kinky, you just want to.
I mean, what are you asking? That's
Enjoy yourself.
Creative liberties.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the design that he gives you one modest type of thing. I will
Modest.
say. So do you want it to be splint exactly?
Yeah, yeah.
So it will be splint. It'll function as splint. There will be covers here that you can open or close. There definitely there's a hook. Yeah, you can pop that open and pop that closed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. But yeah, it'll be in
Okay.
general. Like give him a day and he can get that
It's like
perfect done for you. So.
just come back.
I was just thinking that with Comcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Comcast. Yeah, you got a South Park
Oh, we're
Comcast
sorry.
split mail. Did you die? I'm so sorry. That's,
And then I
well,
wanna-
that wouldn't interact.
I want to go take a look to see at the tailor or the person with the leathers and also the wood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do you want to
that's-
see that too? Or
Yeah,
did you,
yeah,
Did you
I'll-
want to do study?
Well, I'm going to pick some leather armor out there and then have Jinta stud it up for me.
Oh, okay. So let's go. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, again, you guys get down there. It's evening. The shops are close to closing up. There are a plethora of places where you can get leather here. There's a plethora of places where someone can fashion a staff for you. Is there anything in particular, like a type of person you're looking for? Like, are you trying to have something crafted by a certain type of person, or just in general? What's kind of the look you're going for?
There's not necessarily a profession that focuses on it. What I'm specifically looking for is a shield primarily of wood, not really any metals at all whatsoever.
Okay.
And also a tanner that also fashions leatherworking as well.
Got it.
Let me make you the shield.
You can make a shield?
I'm sure I could try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got woodworking.
Good. You can,
So I thought you were blacksmithing.
No, I'm jewel crafting and woodworking.
Oh, okay.
With woodworking, you could definitely fashion a shield. It would take you a day of your own downtime to do it.
Okay, yeah,
for sure.
absolutely. I'd love to.
Tanning wise, there's a plethora of tanners in this section. They're not tanning there. They have the leathers.
Okay, the leathers is fine. I guess the other thing I'd be looking for is an herbologist.
Okay, that'd be an apothecary.
herblore?
Yeah, apothecary would be the closest thing you get to this.
So
and you do
I
know
would-
of,
yeah.
what is that guy's name?
I remember his-
Hartman.
Hartman,
Hartman's
yeah.
apothecary.
So, yes, I would be following to the leatherworkers first.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a tanner that has the leathers there. There's no tanning happening there, but there's different cuts.
Yeah, I'm looking for already finished leather armor.
There are finished leather
Okay.
armors at this point, so.
Is there somebody specifically I can go to for a set that will fit under my clothes?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a custom guy.
Okay. Because I
he,
am willing to pay a little more for that if I have to.
Yeah, he talks to you. He goes, "What are you interested in?" So that's what you're talking to our storekeeper. You want a custom?
Yeah, I'm looking for some protection that'll fit under my normal clothes.
Right.
Something subtle, but will stop me from being too poked full of holes.
Gotcha. Well, my name's Luco. I got to take a couple of measurements here, type of thing. He pulls
Alright.
out a strip type of thing. It has some markings on it, not a ruler of any sort, but just kind of his eyepiece on it. He starts doing that, starts marking leathers and certain strips and all that. And he goes, "Give me about half a day. I could get this done. We're gonna close up for the night though, so about midday
Gotcha.
tomorrow on, I could get it for you. But yeah,
Absolutely.
it should be pretty easy overall to get it done.
Gotcha.
There's extra 10 gold on top
Extra
of
10
what we're preparing though, to get the custom fit. So,
Okay, so that'll be.
any particular color you want?
I think black would go really well with my complexion. So.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we'll cut it out of that piece. So.
Okay.
And he's kind of making a rough Like
Gotcha.
he's got pieces that are thicker that he's using as kind of like a stencil. He'll
Right.
transfer that, make the cuts, and then put them together and all that.
Okay.
But pretty quick on that.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just give him the 20 gold now.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. So, yeah,
Yeah.
midday tomorrow we got you.
Absolutely. I'll
And
be
I
here.
want to ask too. I see here that you have like padded leather armors and stuff like
We
that.
do. Yeah.
How good are you? So I have this vest, and it's made out of very special fibers and such.
I've never seen anything like that.
Me neither. But I was curious. If you have any experience of like weaving them together so that way it's like an overcoating of it, so it's like a concealed leather armor.
So you want that on the inside or the outside?
On the outside.
Yeah. I mean, I could make something that could fit under you. I mean, I do similar. I do measurements on you and something you can put. It wouldn't really be one piece. Would you want it to be one piece?
What would it be if it wasn't one piece?
You basically layers. You just put it on. You put that on over it.
Oh,
You want that, or you want it sewn together? I mean, I could sew it. I don't know if you want the thread showing or what. But
I guess either way, I would still need that base one.
do you want me to whip that one up for you?
If you can make it, how much did you say it goes for?
The custom fit's an extra 10 gold because it takes me a bit to measure everything out and get that going. And
Okay.
Whatever the price of the normal is.
So leather itself is 10 gold. So yeah, I will do that.
Have you 20 together for custom
Okay.
fit to get underneath the conceal.
20 coin, 20 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have those both up midday tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm a boy, my late's work on it. So.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Mhm.
Any color preference on your end, or I mean, this is a green. Do you want it to kind of match?
Make it a little bit darker.
A little darker, okay.
And he gets kind of pulls his leather outs on that.
We'll probably have to stain one, but we'll get it. That'll be included. So we'll get that knocked out for you.
Thank you. And what's your name?
Luco.
Luco? Thank you.
Yeah.
And you said shops are pretty much closing?
They're closing up for the
Cool.
it's evening, yeah, so they're closing up for the day. I mean, a few probably will be working, but they're not open to the general public, so sort of thing.
Cool.
So not on orders and whatnot. So,
Perfect.
and then are you doing apothecary tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so guys return, Carol's tap type of thing. Dinner time is rolling around. There is a much lighter dinner being served. It is basically this fluffier sort of knotted bread that has a oil for dipping next to it that has a few seasons and things in it. It is very dense, and so it's seeming to fill you up. But you notice that this is definitely drinking food. Like when people are doing this, it's making them more thirsty. There might be some salts thrown into this that are really pushing people to drink. And there are ales flying off the shelves of this. There is a special keg pulled out for tonight. It is a dwarven ale. It's very strong.
Oh.
A few patrons that have had that are laying on the ground. But
Hit me with it.
I don't know if you guys are ready for this experience.
Oh, we've been dealing with dwarves a lot lately. Hit me with it.
I mean, if you want,
Out of respect.
it's a little pricier, so
That's okay.
this will be a silver and lug here. Go to
Two.
Okay.
Yeah, two and then one for each of them.
All right, so four total, six total,
Six.
six total. All right, six.
That's
total.
8. 2, 4,
Sure,
1,
this is not
1.
gonna
That's 6,
kill.
yeah.
It's like
Six.
that. He's that big, and not made out of dwarf.
Oh, you'll be alright.
Okay, all right.
yeah, he starts pouring on them, guys. You guys have 6 dwarven ales on that.
Okay.
All right, let me look one up. I always these are fun.
I sniff it a little bit, like.
Tipping it into his mouth. A half brother of mine. So
That's funny. You can take an inspiration for that.
Hey.
And this one can be party XP, inspiration, or individual.
Party XP.
Got it. What is your cap right now? What's the top?
14.
Yeah.
14,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
So,
18,500.
Yeah, I don't know why.
all right, that'll be 2,000 XP. All right.
For everyone?
For everyone. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, their cap's pretty close now to you guys. So
What level are they?
5.
5. Dang. Okay.
I'm catching them. I'm going.
Yeah,
It's happening.
yeah.
We will be the same. You know, you guys will still be over the head at the end of it, but we're going to be there. So after this, it should be caught up. This should be like the last
That's good.
cap before
Cool.
it's really official. On it.
Nice.
Close.
I'm excited.
See.
I forgot what I get on 7. I
probably another ASI or something.
Yeah. No, I think ASI is 8, right?
No, I
you're
get,
probably
I get
right.
my archetype feature.
Oh yeah.
So I get a 7.
All right, I was like pulling a rando one out.
There's one point in like their progression. It's like it feels like it's every other level.
Yes.
It's not quite that, but I know it's ridiculous.
I get know your enemy and
4,
I can change
6,
my maneuvers.
8.
I want to change one of them.
There you go.
12, 14, 16.
All right. What he
Dude.
poured.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
every other level.
a feet.
Fiend. Yeah. You should have been a goblin. You're a feed goblin.
What he poured you is known as the
You
hop
pie
hammer.
pass.
Probably don't.
The hop.
The hop hammer ale. The color is yellow with visible particulate matter that ranges from pale brown to white in color.
Yo.
Oh.
The scent is fresh baked bread.
Ah.
It tastes
Nice.
like a mouthful of mushrooms with a zippy hops finish.
Oh, nice.
And when you guys are drinking it, you start getting this confidence that turns into an overconfidence that turns into a certainty that you are fluent in Dwarvish.
Yeah, I'll
Big
start
lord.
halfway into the second one. I start trying to speak dwarf.
Any con save or anything like that?
No con save on this one. Yeah, this is
Okay.
a straight that just happens to non-dwarves.
Nice,
So
okay.
give me a performance check.
I'm taking a swig and I'm.
Whoa, that's a 17.
17.
Oh.
What little dwarvish you have heard down in the mines,
Yeah.
right? You're able to recall that. You're saying 3 phrases perfectly, and they
Over
are
and over.
yeah, they are get back to work. They're look at the short one, and they're how you doing.
That's
I'm gonna try and copy him. Try and join in on it. Fuck.
Guidance.
Oh, rolling.
He knows.
I saw it.
Just straight roll?
And then
performance.
Sorry. Hold on.
then your D4.
Is that charisma?
You're lower DC because you're trying to copy.
And your D4.
You're hearing it.
Yeah, the
fresh.
D4 has been. Shit.
Uh,
20.
Great. Oh, yeah. So you start mimicking perfectly, and it turns into a chant.
Yeah.
And you guys are just chanting those 3 phrases back to back.
And like I have my arm around him. And
Yeah. During that, I will say you guys both drink 2 more. Okay, so
Okay.
it'll be 2 silver from whomever all that
That's-
as
yep,
the drunkenness
got
is
it.
setting in. This will be where a con save happens just for overall drunkenness from
Okay.
you 2. What are you guys doing? Because I know you start at 1, but what's the?
I will finish the drink that my half brother helped me start. That's probably enough dwarven stuff for me.
Okay.
If I see them going in on it, I'll probably go in on it also.
Okay.
If that first one didn't feel like much of anything besides giving me confidence, I'm continuing.
Yeah, first one didn't make you drunk. Very clear on that, but
Yeah.
it did hit you pretty hard with that. That second one, if you go for it, you will be drunk for that. Yeah, and you'll have to con save to see if you can resist or not, but that's hitting that level.
Okay. I'll do a con save on the second one.
Okay,
6.
you're drunk for sure.
Con?
Yeah.
Go for something a little lighter, like a nice cider.
24.
24. You're holding.
Yeah.
You're okay. Yeah. 14. You're okay.
Barreling through it.
Anything further for you that you have to make another save on that? Yeah, and you're just going deeper in if you go further on it. Yeah. So you're.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't even taste like bread anymore. It just tastes like water to me.
Okay,
Sure.
you just slam them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're stumbling type of thing. You're definitely getting that drunk sort of hit. This is a heavier drunk than you've ever felt before. So you're feeling like your
Yeah.
body is just like growing in weight. Like you're getting way down. Like you've just eaten an entire bakery. So you're feeling it. You got that gut going. Like it is weighing you down.
I look at Brack. I'm all.
Yeah, and you're definitely in the buzz tipsy sort of area. You're not quite there, but you're definitely getting hit like a truck. Are you trying to get drunk or you just going by yourself?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay,
I'm
you're
not.
good on that?
10.
10 on that. You are feeling the effects type of thing. So you're feeling that heaviness set in. Definitely in the drunk territory. Not as drunk as your compatriots, but you are.
I'm feeling
you're in
negative.
drunk territory. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm going to shapeshift into an ape.
Oh damn.
Whoa!
All right, we got an ape walking around. Not walking in a straight.
And I will
line.
continue.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
There's
Does my ape still think he can speak Dwarvish?
100%. 100%.
Can I performance that?
You can go for
That's
it.
hilarious. And to be fair, you were in the
Be
form
good.
of an ape in the mine, so maybe
is true.
maybe pick someone.
It's gonna be a 6.
Hey.
All right.
This came off racist.
Strong 6.
You hear perfect Dwarvish come from an ape. And you think you guys are just having the conversation of your life. Overall, you two hear just a babbling baboon just going off with spit flying. He's trying to drink it. It's leaking off the side of his face.
It's a mess.
And these two are just living it up like they're having a conversation of their lives in Dwarvish. You think they're talking philosophy. You think you're
God.
talking about the great wisdoms of the past. I mean, you're in this.
I'll pull out the nose too, so we'll start honking back and
Honking in
forth with
Dwarvish?
in Dwarvish,
In
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite the show happening over
Oh,
there for
boy.
sure.
Are there any dwarves in the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
How are they reacting to the spectacle before?
Are we coming off blatantly racist? Is that what's going on?
No?
Not that you know. Doors might like that, you know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they think it's hilarious.
Okay. You notice that all the dwarves in here are very drunk.
Oh.
And it has a different effect on them. They have been doing absolutely beautiful ballads of Dwarven history. They're going off and they're recalling these memories. They're talking stories and families are crying.
Mhm.
There are hilarious stories being shared, rauncous laughter, inciting the whole half of the bar that the dwarves are inhabiting right now. It is as
Good
much of a
mood.
ruckus as they're making. The dwarves are on a higher tier of just...
They're just doing their own
Yeah.
thing.
And again, them being drunk, you can tell they're inebriated, but they are a lot keener, a lot sharper than not being drunk. I mean, they're like scholars over there, recalling perfect detailed stories of their past, their family. They're pulling out all kinds of good memories overall. The few that are crying, you think, are directly affected by the whole events of the mines and all that, and it's really nice for them to hear these stories sort of thing. They're having that sort of celebration on the half. They actually start up, and there's a few of them playing music in that corner at their tables. Not in any sort of band fashion, but they're playing off each other. It's actually making a very beautiful ballad over there. So
Cool.
because that's the effect of the ale on them.
Nice.
They just burst into great songs.
Hey,
so.
good deal. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and then there's a few regulars, older folk and all that. They like to see the lively action on that. They're not touching the dwarven stuff. They've been here before. They really enjoy the bread, so
There you
they're
go.
doing their thing. So
Do I notice the dwarves?
you do. I mean, everyone notices the
Everybody
dwarves. Oh, yeah,
dwarves?
everyone notices.
I'd
the dwarves,
definitely
yeah.
buy around for them as well.
Okay, there are about 30 dwarves in here, so it'd be 30 silver. So
That's
three
fine.
three gold.
That's fine. That's fine. I've been. Today was a money spending day, so it's rounds all around.
All right, there is a raunchous cheer in your direction overall. Few that recognize you, and they're just like, Gutrag! Brat comes over and he goes, I'm gonna let this slide this time, but I don't like animals in my establishment. If he poops again, we're gonna have an issue.
Yeah. I think maybe the dwarven stuff's not he's so small.
Again, tonight we're okay. I get it. It's a celebratory. night, alright?
Yeah. I think it went to his head, and
Okay, yeah.
Drew. He's into the nature. I don't know.
I'm
But
gonna let him into the
it's-
kitchen,
yeah.
and then he shits on the floor.
That's not good. Yeah, that's a health code violation. You don't need that.
For
Yeah.
months.
But maybe he needs
Just-
like custom small cups or something.
I didn't pour him as much. It's not.
That was. No, you're a man who knows your craft. Yeah, could you imagine when he was like on a full dose of that? Oh my goodness.
So that goes on for hours, I think, into whatever morning hours or night hours you guys want overall. You will be able to all get your rest. Anything in the night before bedding down from anyone.
How are the effects of the drunkenness?
You're
till
hit-
sleep?
You're till morning probably. Like,
Okay.
you're hit hard.
Nothing else then.
Okay. And on that,
So they're all toasted.
everyone's toast.
Okay, yeah. When
The dwarves are there all night. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless we have anything else.
Nothing else?
with that circumstance, I think after.
I would carry Thistle up to his room when he passes out.
Ape thistle?
Yeah.
Ape thistle.
How long can you hold that for him?
3 hours.
You swear it's been like 5 hours. He's still holding onto it somehow. When you wake up in the morning, he will be like half ape, and then he'll go away and go, what? And you will have to pee really bad.
Or bladder, ape bladder to goblin bladder.
Bit of a switch.
That's
Bit
oh
of a-
goodness, yeah.
I'll shapeshift into a racehorse.
Oh,
That's good.
Why is there a hole in the floor in this one?
Jeez. All right, morning rolls around. Massive headaches all around for sure from people. It'll be about midday before that clears up. Very standard breakfast. Definitely some just eggs, some sausage, overall something to absorb that a little bit. Not a lot of breakfast ale being served, but there's a lot of coffee being served overall.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a brewed local bean type of thing. Doesn't have any sort of special flair to it type of thing, but standard. And that's kind of going all around. Dwarves are still awake, but they're now drinking their coffee kind of thing, kind of coming up with a huge bags under their eye.
Goblin eggs.
Goblin.
Goblin.
I like deviled eggs.
Ah, okay.
But
Gobble
you,
them up.
yeah.
These weren't left out on a windowsill or anything.
No.
Okay, good.
Bird eggs.
So today's the 6th of 9 days. So after today's 3 days left until
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
deal.
Well, after breakfast, I would be interested in heading back over to see the state of my armor.
Good to go? Yep.
Okay.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Okay, you guys pick it up.
I'll go
Yes,
to
sir.
the apothecary afterwards.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone going to the apothecary, just you? How are we doing that?
I'm working on the shield.
You're doing a shield. Okay, so are you separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably
Oh.
find a nice wooded area if I could find one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Chop, chop. Buy some.
Okay.
I would probably be headed over to Gentis.
Yep. Gentis, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever the cost of a shield is in the book will be the cost of your
Of my material.
of material I'm working on it type of thing.
10.
And you
Take
guys,
the
you guys
pieces.
are going Gentis?
Yeah.
And you're going Hartman's?
Hartman's. Yep.
Okay, we'll go Hartman's here first.
Mhm.
So you approach Hartman's and it's just you. Okay.
I was gonna say I don't think this character's actually met Hartman.
I think you have.
I don't think this one has because I know there's a lot of Hartman's apothecary with the other character.
Okay. Didn't you guys go in and he gave you the quest for the ogre gourd?
For the what?
Ogre.
Ogre gourd.
No, that was
No.
not for an ogre.
Okay, because I know you rolled one.
The ogre stuff was the other guy.
Okay, so you have not met this guy. Okay,
No.
so you've heard of Hartman's Apothecary. Okay, we'll go from there. I thought both groups had met. I thought you was in there one time because you had that delivery. I thought the delivery you guys dropped off at Hartman's and then on, but I could be mistaken. So.
We have done a delivery at Hartman's, but that was the other group.
Okay,
That's when I
alright.
had my charger.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, perfect.
Sorry.
Out of nowhere.
Good morning.
Hey, morning there.
We have a lot of plants here.
I don't see goblins in here often.
No.
So you see a very silver hair, slicked back gentleman, has white shocks going through there. Taller, definitely probably 50s, 60s or so, human male. Broad shoulders, but a slim build overall. Very tight fit on that, kind of fancy. A little bit of a pipe going in the back. Seems very relaxed, but kind of fit for the day.
Yeah, no, I like the civilization stuff, so yay. But not a lot of goblins also see the same thing.
Okay, and what do you have in my apothecary?
I heard you have a lot of herbs and stuff here.
I do.
Oh yeah, that's, I mean, as you can see, and there's tinctures, medicines, antidotes, any sort of thing you can think of. There's alchemist supplies for purchase. There are herbalism kits for purchase. There's anything under the sun you can take in there.
Have you messed with anything from the Feywild?
Ooh, not for quite some time. That's something that I always thought of in my younger years. Maybe I'd get into, but I haven't had the chance to get into that.
How about yourself?
Anything from the Fae?
I found this, and I'll take off my vest, and I have common clothes under,
Okay.
so I'm not just naked.
Yeah.
But take off the vest and put it on there. I found this.
Well, that's a fun-looking piece there. Oh,
It reacts differently to like druidic stuff.
do you mind if I dabble?
Oh yeah.
So he kind of looks it over, pulls out a few instruments. He's got a few liquids going. Okay. He takes a drop and he drops it onto that. and it hits, and that portion you had torn repairs itself. And he goes, "Ooh, that's interesting there. This seems to be regenerative in nature. What I just did to it just brought out its innate property kind of from its base root. It makes sense that this is used as clothing because it will never lose that green, even though it's detached from the root.
Okay.
It will maintain itself here."
Okay. That's really unique. So, where did this come from? If it was from the Fae, then how did it get here?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
You brought it into me. I mean, I've never been to the Fae.
Oh.
But I've heard of it. I've met people that have been there.
Do they wear these kinds of clothes?
I mean, I've seen a handful of some things, but nothing like that exactly. You know, I mean, it's kind of small, but I don't know how much of this plant is in existence. You know, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Things work different in the plant. You know, some of them don't even wear clothes.
Oh.
Just furs and things cover up, their bits. But.
Okay. Well, I also found these, and I'll pull out the 6 nuts I was telling you about, the sleeping powder nuts. So I heard that I've heard of these having like sleepy properties to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Do you know like what kind of specific properties they have?
So it activates some sort of chemical in the body that will just kind of start the rest cycle. This is a pretty concentrated dose. I think that could be used, kind of potent for people to kind of get. I have a much more diluted version that a lot of the wealthier people, nobles, will kind of take a couple drops under their tongue to fall asleep at night.
Oh. So, how do you get all your plants?
Well, I forage in local forest. Have you been to the Stone District?
Mm-hmm.
So that forest, jungle area they got there, all sorts of strange growth happens over there. We had plants from this region. We've had plants from other regions, such as the jungles of Cholt, the Sword Coast. There's kind of a plethora, and it's always constantly changing. So regularly, the hunters guild over there, they'll kind of forage for me a bit, and I'll dabble from there. So,
is there any like specialty plant items that you need?
I'm always looking for dragon's root, which is what I used earlier on this. It's a red, and you would identify that as burst root earlier, and you guys have a couple of those. Ogre gourd, which you have one of those, and golden mint. If you can ever find, I'll pay high price for golden mint.
So, is this something? And I'll pull out the ogre gourd.
That is something I'm in the business for sure.
So, what does it do?
Ogre gourd is an enhancement herb that, when mixed with other concoctions, makes the overall effect stronger. It's kind of like a concentrator.
Oh, okay. Oh. So, I don't do anything with alchemy really, but this would just make things stronger. That's why you're looking for it?
Certain my medicines require that to get the proper potency to actually cure the situations I'm looking at. The diseases, the salves, all of that sort of stuff. It needs the strength to actually clear the symptoms.
Okay. Well, how much will you want this for?
25 gold.
I'll go ahead and do a quick insight. It's in that one.
That one, 100%. He's being real with you.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Mm-hmm.
Did I have the price label? Because I honestly.
I have no idea. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that one's 25. Well, hold on. Healing potion would be 50 gold, right, to purchase?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one's, this one's 50. Because, the other ones, it would take 2 of those, I know that, to make a healing, which would make the components worth that.
Gotcha.
This one would be 50.
Okay, gotcha.
So he'd say 50 gold is the price.
Okay. Do I need to do any trickery with the coin?
No, he'll just, are you looking to sell that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and he puts 50 gold out there. So he'll do
Okay.
5 platinum just because he's a businessman type of thing.
Okay, sounds good. And then, do you have anything that can, a potion or something that will like affect a lot of people at once?
I have a few, but what kind of effect are you looking for?
Well, nothing lethal. Just like if I could put everyone to sleep or like incapacitate people or anything like that. There's something that we're doing that's gonna help a lot of people, but we don't want to hurt a lot of people while doing it either. It's something to have that's not gonna hurt people, but we'll also make sure that they don't hurt us.
I've got just the thing.
He pulls out this satchel with powder in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "This is a dust that, when thrown, will cause people to sneeze and choke uncontrollably for about a minute, I believe."
It is the dust of choking and sneezing.
Sounds good. Okay. How much is that?
This particular pouch will run you 250 gold.
Okay. I will do that. And I'm going to pull out coins that are a mixture of gold, silver, and copper. Total coins is the 250 that he said, but it would not add up to that.
Okay.
So he goes, so this isn't correct.
And then he kind of sifts through it and keeps the gold and the plat, and he goes,
These, yeah, I don't know what you're trying here, but I can see these are different coins.
How many is there?
I don't know because of your numbers on that.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Whatever the number, I mean, he pushes all the silver and copper
Okay.
back, so.
Okay. And I'll replace the amount of coin that he gave back with gold.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he pushes back the excess of whatever the platinum number is, everything,
Okay.
to make it equal this time. So
Sounds good.
It will then translate to, if do you have 250 gold, I'm assuming?
Yes, I
Okay,
have.
so
Yeah.
So if it's enough to cover, yeah, he'll separate it out.
He goes, that works. Should you be handling money?
What do you mean?
I wish I was there.
That was a little odd. I'm pretty keen, and like it seems like you don't know the difference
Of these coins, and he pulls one of each coin type out.
He goes, do you understand these 5 that are different?
They're all coins.
Yes, but they're different coins.
They have different symbols on them,
And that has different value.
but they're coins.
They are coins.
What do you mean they have different value?
Means that in a business setting, they have a different monetary number to them.
So what's this one? I'll pick up the one on the furthest right.
That's a copper.
That's 1 copper that's worth a copper. It's the lowest indication of that.
This coin's worth a coin?
One copper.
What about this one?
That's a silver. That's 10 copper.
So this coin is worth 10 coins.
10 of these.
He points to the first.
So then this one?
That's an electrum.
That's worth 5 silver or 50 copper.
So this one coin is
50 of these.
5 of those coins.
5 of these. 50 of those.
Okay, what about this one?
That's a gold. That's 10 silver or 100 copper.
So what about this? I'll just reach into my pouch and just grab a gem. What about one of these?
So the gem that you're
Looking at what's the value of that? Do you have it written there?
I believe it was a ruby.
Just flat ruby?
I think it was just ruby, yeah.
Because the one ruby you guys got was worth 300. That's not big.
You know what? I don't have that.
Don't
I
have
think
ruby, okay.
Gutrag has
I
that.
think he had.
Yeah. I'll pull out
I
a...
just turned it into gold value.
Yeah, I think it was cracked, right? There was chunks of it.
Were you
I
eating
think
it?
that's what you made into the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, gotcha. I'll
Whatever
pull out
that
a
gem
hard,
was.
healthy mushroom then.
Healthy mushroom.
That's a good looking mushroom.
How many of these is it worth?
That's for barter. I'm not really looking for mushrooms, but I do enjoy mushrooms. That one doesn't have medicinal properties.
Oh, okay.
And you guys back and forth on that for a while on there, but
Sounds
he
good.
is very patient with you. Type of thing,
Okay.
kind of works that out. Any other business you'd like to do here? We'll cut over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
Good, go ahead.
Okay. Cutting. Where are you going?
Gentas.
Yeah.
Dentist. Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello there, Genta.
I'm putting, putting sufficient touches on a piece here, but what are we working on?
Well, I've brought some leathers to be studded.
Okay.
If you're busy in the middle of something,
You can leave it. Studying takes pretty quick.
okay, all right, absolutely. And how much will that run me?
Easy, just like 3 gold for you. It's easy.
Okay.
Yeah. A
Right.
couple of studs.
Yeah, so I'll slider 5, and
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Total cost of studded leather in the shop. What's that?
I believe that's 5. Double check. Let's see. It is 45. So
45 overall.
Yeah.
Okay, so she will say from standard leather
Mhm.
is 10 gold, right?
Mhm.
So it will be a 35 charge.
Okay.
So
That's
35 gold to get it just to even out that price overall.
Fair enough.
So,
Slide
yeah.
of 35 gold.
Yeah, she tried to offer the 3. She was nudged by her superior not to do that. So
Gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm gonna charge you 35, but I should be able to get it done by the end of the day.
Okay.
Just have to finish up some other orders. Swing
I
by anytime.
totally
I'll be
understand. Will do. Thank you so much, Jetta.
As he's talking, I'm looking through her wares.
Okay.
Does she have a portable RAM?
there. A portable RAM? No, she does not. That is a custom order sort of thing.
Okay. I am going to ask to get a portable RAM.
What? I haven't worked on something like that in quite a while. What size are you looking for?
Something that I can hold, not too big, sling around my shoulder.
Is there
Heavier
a price
on
in
one.
the shop on this at all? There's just a custom
Yeah, not,
jobber.
It is.
Somehow that activated my phone. That was weird.
It's Ramon, dude. We don't know what those glasses contain.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
He's scrolling right now. He's got all your info. He's
Oh.
freaking right through it. Man.
And you
But
got
turned
it.
cereal. That was weird.
It is.
I ate all that pasta. That's gonna hurt later.
So it's 4 gold pieces.
I had 2.
What is it?
4. But
4.
I'm gonna like give her 10,
Okay.
and I want it to look like a RAM.
Okay. And she goes, yeah, that'll take me 2 days to complete.
Perfect.
It's a lot of metal to work. But I think I can get it done for you.
I appreciate your work.
All right, I appreciate your business. I gotta say, it's picked up around here since we met. You know, I've been getting a lot of jobs here, so I appreciate it.
My friends are your friends.
I enjoy that. Thank you. And she blushes a little bit.
I think.
Anything else for this day?
I don't. I think that completes my business in town.
Okay. Nighttime you pick it up, and then you're still cooking on that. It'll be ready by the time.
Yep.
By the day end, you do have a shield done. Give me a roll plus your proficiency just to see how well it came out.
Jonas?
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry. I was distracted.
You're good. You're good.
I might have to use inspiration on this one. That is
your
a
call.
natural one.
It's your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
I do not want a natural one this shield.
It works. Oh no.
It's canted.
Okay. You good.
Come on! No.
Gutrag
9
yelling at
total?
the shield to get it.
It doesn't.
For what?
The shield.
Yeah, but it's just
Plus your
it's just
proficiency.
flat.
Plus your proficiency.
Oh.
Because you're proficient in the woodworking. 12.
12.
Well,
Plus, yeah.
12, it's passable. It doesn't look the best. It functions well. So you can definitely tell this is one of your first pieces. There's chunks that are carved out that shouldn't be, and there's parts that are not as smooth as they should be. But overall, the shield portion works. There's a place where he can hold with his hand grooved, roughly the size and fit of his stature. You think it functions well, and that again doesn't really look that nice of a piece, but
okay.
it'll get the job done.
He's gonna be thrilled.
And you have that. You have that in your position.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I picked up my armor, so
You're good?
I'm good
Yeah.
for.
We good to fast forward to the event?
Well,
Rams picked up, or we want any other?
that night at the tavern,
Okay.
assuming it's not another wild dwarven shindig going on.
It's not.
Okay. After dinner, I would like to invite you all to my room so we can speak privately.
Real quick.
Yep.
Kevin wants golden mint, ogre door, dragon root.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I believe it's 25, 50, 250 for the amounts on those.
Principal's name is Dawn.
Thon. Yeah.
Okay.
Admiral.
Cool.
And I will slide you the shield and say, give me some time, I'll try and make a better one, but this one's for you now.
Oh, thank you, Gutrag. And I'll druidcraft. And
Immediately.
and around the shield itself, I'm not changing the pattern or anything like that.
Right.
I'm just growing thorns out the side.
Okay, yeah. Looks
Just
pretty
to like
badass.
make it like a briar shield.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Good flex. Yeah, so after dinner, I will invite you all to my room to speak to you given what I have to say, and Brax constant nudgings that I haven't been quite as discreet as I need to be.
What's the problem?
There's not a problem. I
Usually
just
when people say, come follow me, there's a problem.
well, so if you might recall, a couple of days ago when we encountered those two guards that were not guards.
And executed them, or their friends.
But those guys we just let some of our friends take care of. They might still be alive. Who knows what Sylvia did with them.
Highly doubtful.
But so there were some things that I said that I feel might warrant a little more explanation. Especially since you guys are going to be, I mean, you guys have been kinder to me than I have any right to. And you're risking your lives to help me with this and ultimately with what I'm looking for. And so I think it's only appropriate that at least most of my cards are on the table. So you might recall me mentioning, seeing a mystical mark on the guys and mentioning a masked figure flitting through my vision and something about accidentally selling my soul to a god.
I vaguely recall.
Yeah. So the strangeness of my story didn't end with my mother disappearing. I wandered the north for many years, getting by the best way I could, stealing, just to stay alive, things like that. Until one day I stole from the wrong person. He's kind of a tall, lanky, masked guy that he seemed like he was an easy one, but he wasn't. And he tracked me down to the small little hidey hole that I had made for myself to stay out of the cold, and I thought he was going to kill me for stealing from him. Turns out somehow in that interaction I managed to sell my soul to the god of thieves.
Who's that?
He goes by many names, but I know him as Mask.
Do you think that's who you saw the other day?
I'm fairly certain that is the masked figure that appeared to me, or a manifestation of his power, maybe one of his other servants, I don't know. To be honest, this is something I try to avoid. This figure, who I never really found out the identity of. I have my suspicions. There was a period of time where I thought he might actually be masked, but he could have just been one of his priests. I really have no idea. I have no way of knowing. They're kind of a secretive sect, and he always kept his mask on, so that really was on his face. So, but that is the man who essentially raised me, ended up being my foster father, who I may have mentioned.
Yes.
And so, yeah, somehow in that interaction, I ended up selling my soul while I was pleading for my life. And so, as a result of that, despite being a thief by trade, I've been granted a little bit of access to the arcade, as
Is it now?
you may have
Is it?
witnessed.
Yeah, sure.
It's not something I particularly enjoy being tied to. I resent the fact that I feel like I was tricked into selling my soul. And I resent having to rely on his power to survive, which is why for many, many years I've done it my own way by stealing and gambling and lying and doing whatever I had to do to stay alive. But as I draw closer to what I'm looking for, at least I hope I am, information about my mother. As you guys have witnessed, things have gotten more dangerous. And unfortunately, I'm having to rely a little bit more on the good grace of Mask. But so that's that secret. That's ultimately who I'm tied to serving.
How often do you talk with Mask?
As little as possible. I avoid. I like I said, I'm resentful of the way things went down that way. I am grateful to this figure, whether he's a priest or whether it was the Lord of Shadows playing a joke on a poor mortal demon spawn. Devil spawn, excuse me. I'll never really know. It's safe to say he and I aren't necessarily on speaking terms.
Well, the good thing is you don't have to rely on Mask when you can rely on us.
Well, I'm definitely hopeful that that's the case, but I do want to be honest with you all that is my situation, and there may come a time where Mask comes to collect, and there's not a lot I can do about that, but
What does he collect?
my soul.
Is there any way out of it?
What?
Is there any way out of it?
Not that I've found.
What if we kill this Mask?
I have conflicted feelings about that. That might be killing the man who raised me.
Well,
But, and, I mean, killing a god is, that's a little bit above my pay grade. That's big boy stuff. I'm just a humble thief
how about
and a gambler.
we keep your communication reliance to them to a minimum?
I'm doing everything in my power to do so, but I think it is in our best interest for you all to be aware that is.
I'm sure he might want something more than just your soul, though. Maybe we can bargain.
Well, occasionally, like in the alleyway, he will give me subtle directions, like with those men. The mark on the one fellow's neck, that it's a mark used by people like me, and it essentially means kill on sight, which is why I was so adamant on that. I was kind of put in a position where there weren't very many ways out of that. Either disobey him and I don't know what happens, or I follow through on it and remain alive, or we did find a good third option, capture them and get them to the guild, and I think that was satisfactory. They were dealt with for breaking the code that they were supposed to live by, for betraying, the honor among thieves, as it were.
Let's keep looking for that third option.
Mm-hmm. and see if we can bargain with him too. Maybe
It's
he
possible.
sees something more valuable than just a soul. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely possible, but it's definitely doesn't do to underestimate the value of a mortal soul, or so I've been told. So, with that on the table, I understand if anybody wants to walk away because of my compromised position, but you all have been very good to me, and I consider you friends now, and it behooves me to be honest.
Just warn us if you see him again. That's all I ask.
So, I'll keep an eye out.
Maybe we should come up with a code word.
Okay. Although I am suspicious that in instances like that, I may be the only one that's able to see him.
That's okay, as long as we know.
Okay.
Code word. Mm-hmm.
We can do that.
What should make the code word mask?
That'll definitely work.
It's a little on the nose, you know?
No, it's on the face. Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's a rather complicated relationship.
No qualms from me.
Excellent. I feel better with that off my chest.
Well, if you don't like using the powers at all, here's this. I'll give you the bag of coughing, sneezing, and cold relief.
Oh my god.
It's just Vicks.
Thank you. That's
Just
all.
a sneezing and cough.
That is one reason I keep my deck of cards. That is one of the few things I own that is truly mine. And so, despite the fact that it is tied to him in some way, it is mine. So it is my own.
Okay. Good with that.
Hartman just sold you a bag of pollen for $200.
Hay fever in a bag.
All right. So this is
I
the
cast instant hay fever.
facility. You have your portable RAM.
Yep.
Days leading up, we're here. This is kind of
Thank
the
you,
general
Jason.
layout. You are met with someone at this corner when this is about to all start. They're the robe figure that had approached you before. This is Kaysen. Right?
Oh, that's
you guys,
Kaysen.
yeah, you guys are light, these are dark, but this corner is where you'll be approached by, again, the robe member.
Gotcha, okay.
They will lead you along this path up to the 2-story building here. The zigzaggy line in there, that is the doorway going
Okay.
in.
Gotcha.
You'll be ushered to the right to those two people there. They'll introduce themselves when you're ready to kick this off overall. The all that's 15 over there, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Might be 13 or so, but in total there's going to be 20 people at play.
Okay.
And these are your place guys here?
Yep. I bought
Perfect.
10.
Oh, your pots?
Yep.
Ah. Look at Thistle with his eye for decorating.
When you're ready, let me know, and we'll kind of walk through that.
Okay.
And Badur, you're with him.
I am.
Okay.
I think I'm good to go if everybody else is.
The only thing I'd like to make note is that I'm looking at where the windows are in this place.
Okay.
Could you give me like an idea? Is this like a 1-story section and then this is 2-story?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the staircase there that goes upwards, that's up to a courtyard area. This is an overlook, and that's another building that's up a level. So this is 15 feet down from that whole other section here. So basically anything, this half here, all this bottom part, that's all below 15. Everything else is 15 up.
Okay.
That makes sense. So that's 15 up, 15
Are there a
up.
lot of prying eyes out here?
No. Initially, there's not. Again, from your experience, people kind of follow you in whenever you approach a section like this. It was similar to when you were walking before. There was a lot of people following you. You're assuming there's going to be that sort of following with them. So when you scout the place out, nothing, right? You're assuming day of that they're going to be followed in with a large group of people.
Okay.
You remember prior, like when you were getting ushered in, there was just a large wave behind you. That's kind of what you're expecting.
So I don't feel like I would be able to do something without somebody seeing me out here.
So the group's
My idea is to get up onto a roof.
Okay, you want to do that prior to? You can do that before possibly. You just have to camp out the night prior to the meeting. It would require most likely a stealth check because they're probably going to be messing with this area
Nah, that's fine.
themselves. But it's your call.
Nah. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Kaysen and you two will be following the other group. Is kind of this setup. They're gonna kind of lure him in and then approach him. Kind of, Kaysen will kind of be like, "Hey, what's and kind of go from there." Unless that's something not you guys want to play. If you want to play it out different, you just call it. Okay.
So, before, as we're headed there,
Yeah.
before we interact with any of these people, I'm gonna just turn to Badur. I would do
How's it look?
nearly anything
Thank
for my
you.
mom,
I'm with you.
but we can't find her if we're getting out of this alive.
That's for certain. Good.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Okay, you were ushered inside.
Okay.
Fabian, a charismatic tiefling, male, and Telresha, a beautiful red tiefling woman, greet Puck and Badur inside their home. The building is a 2-story home with a simple exterior. The interior is much nicer and lavish with decor. Drinks are poured by a robed servant. Comfortable chairs are arranged around a small coffee table. They say, we have asked you here, or we have to ask you how you are here in Lastly without us knowing. We take pride in meeting all tieflings we come across. Our organization is looking for tieflings to further our cause.
And what were their names again? Just one.
Fabian and Telresha.
Fabian or Fabian?
Fabian. With a TH.
Fabian. And he, did you say what color he was? He's a tiefling?
No, he will, we'll aim it, he's also red.
Red. Okay.
2 reds, yeah.
Red. Yeah.
Those are those two are over there. So those, you guys will be in that corner.
Over here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, gotcha.
One of the robed is one of these guys, so that servant comes
Gotcha.
up, pours his drinks, and kind of goes back.
Tiefling, and then she was
Tel Russia. T-E-L dash and then R-E.
Tel Rasha. Okay.
Tel Russia, yeah.
Rasha, I see what you did.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Tel Rasha, and she's a red female.
Yeah. Badur, these are 2 of the most charismatic people you've ever met. They're very smooth, very well decorated, dressed up type of thing. Very relaxed atmosphere. This is like talking to wealthy nobles.
Okay. And I, just as an aside, I am 100% wearing my armor.
Okay, yeah, no, you're good, yeah.
Okay. Under my normal.
You're good, yeah. I guess. Yeah.
So, just a refresher, they're asking how I came to be here without their knowledge.
Yes, yeah. Our organization is looking for tieflings to further our cause.
Well, I don't know how you all keep an eye on things. I came in by ship.
See, that's the strange part is we have scouts all across all of Lastly. We have eyes everywhere. How do we not spot you?
In my short life, I have had to learn how to be discreet, which can be hard.
They cut you off. They go, are you perchance magically inclined by any sort? Do you have any sort of ability that keeps you from scrying eye?
An ability that keeps me from, say, being tried? No. I've dabbled a little bit with magic, but I'm not particularly well versed in it. Nothing that powerful.
Our patron is looking for the purest tiefling that he can find. He wants to study them to isolate what makes them different from other tieflings. So, does this sort of curiosity spark your interest at all, or just ours?
That is interesting. By purity, do you mean as far as like directly?
More of the
fathered
fiend
by, or-
characteristics. By pure, I mean, what else would we mean, right?
I know there are members of our people that pop up in families because of deals made long past, or
Yes.
there are those of us who are directly sired or mothered by parents from the infernal realm.
We like that you know this. Can we ask what your relation is? How close are you to the source? So there's definitely an unease in the room, for sure. The female has not said anything yet. She's just looking seductively at Puck, who's just licking her lips, kind of sitting there waiting overall. There's definitely an air about it. All right, you two on the outside.
Yes.
With Kaysen. There's definitely a group of 20 that have followed in, and they are all posted up in a semicircle, and we can bring those guys in if you want, but semicircle around the outer two, basically from that corner all the way around.
Facing this way.
Facing the building, and then some of them are kind of keeping watch, so it's kind of every other looking in and out sort of thing, but they are definitely on a watch.
How far away are we?
You guys,
20 dudes right here?
it's 15, 13-ish in that ballpark. So let's see, 4, 5, 10, 13, that's 14 there. So yeah, there you go, 15.
Or darker.
Was that a light one? No, yeah, only the darks. Yeah, you guys are the lights. So keep it simple. So there's
the dark.
Here's the dark. So 15. Okay, and then there'll be 5 more as they die. We'll just put them back out there. So there are 20 on that semicircle. At this point, you do notice that the windows of this building are going dark, and you guys will say are probably 30 feet back in an area where they cannot see you, kind of hid behind a building, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Kaysen says, all right, this is kind of going as I expected here. We got to trust that they're going to get the information. We can apprehend or talk if we see anything dark sort of thing happen in this area. Haven't seen a single civilian yet. There is, however, a person walking down a long street coming in from this angle here.
Mm-hmm.
They're cresting into view. They get the attention of like 3 or 4. It's just like, she goes, what are you all doing? You look kind of strange in those robes. And they kind of turn. They go, this is of no concern to you. You need to leave. And she goes, I don't know. This looks weird. I've heard of some strange things in these. And they rapidly, 4 or 5 of them start running towards her to approach. And they start pulling daggers. What do you guys do?
Wow. Where did you say it was happening?
So she's approaching from this angle here. She's technically off map right now. She's about 40 feet out.
Okay.
But about these 3, 4, or 5 are now rushing in. They've taken maybe 5, 10 steps, or 5, 10 feet of movement towards them, pulling daggers out. They look like they're going to go hunt her down.
What do you think?
We can't expose it. We need to make sure that they're okay.
Okay.
I'll just make eyes at Case, and is he just stone faced right now?
He's looking like he's about to pounce in.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a real soft honk.
If he jumps, we jump.
He is armed with bow and arrow currently, and he's got one notched. It's looking like he's about to turn a burn.
Jason, they'll get attacked if we make it known.
I can't just let her die. There's no way. They're gonna gut her.
We don't know if they will.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, but they'll get gutted inside if that happens.
It's an old lady.
If they get too close, I can get it from.
Okay, they do approach her.
How far away is she from me?
So, yeah, you just put, she's gonna be,
She's a stout lady.
Yeah, she'll roughly be about 60 feet ish diagonal
From me?
From you, yeah. Because you guys are kind of perched in this corner. She's coming that way.
I'll honk.
Can you do the speedy speeds?
If I do that, I'm gonna get rid of a lot of the control that I have of them.
I'll just look at Case, and if you're gonna shoot, I'll run.
Give me give me a
Run
persuasion.
in, not
Right.
run.
Give me
Okay.
a persuasion against his.
Not great. I think 12.
12 will beat him. He low rolled. Okay, so I'll let you guys make the decision on if he shoots or not. I know, yeah, it's tough, but if he lost, he was shooting regardless. But you guys have control of him for the moment, where he will either now shoot or shoot your command.
We can make them pay later if they do something, but for right now, we need to make sure that they're staying
Watch
alive.
her die.
Huh?
We're gonna watch her die.
We don't know that for sure.
Are they getting closer?
Yeah, they're definitely approaching. Yeah, they're getting there. We're gonna cut back before that happens. So, it goes to you. So does this curiosity, does that interest you? Do you want to know how pure you are? You think you'd be pure enough?
Trying to get a read of the room and their like atmosphere.
You don't even have to roll. It's very nefarious.
Yeah, I'm 17. Like I'm just trying to. I'm gonna play it cool because I was told not to do anything. So but I'm gonna be ready in the event something pops off.
The red female rolls her fingers, and the fireplace opens up into a doorway with flames on the outside of it. She goes, "One way or another, our patron is going to have a meeting with you, but are you going to come willingly, or are we going to take you?" And you see her, she stands up, and her form shifts.
Mm-hmm.
She drops the tiefling guise.
Mm-hmm.
Wings sprout from her back,
Mhm.
and a tail, fiendish in nature, comes around that way.
Mhm.
Little horns kind of roll in the front, and she's wearing a very dark, elegant dress overall. Very, very deep red skin type of thing. And he goes, "Oh, Terasha, you always do this too soon." And he also forms, wings popping out, tail rolls back. This is an incubus and a succubus.
Of course it is.
The two robed figures are now close in behind you overall. They are culty in nature, but they seem to have different symbolage and very ritualistic daggers behind them, kind of blocking the doorway.
Is it time?
You say that?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna be
Wait,
pretty unfazed by that. And, well, I was gonna ask you about your purities, but obviously there's a different level going on here. I can tell you.
We are very impressed that you've been out of our sight somehow. We don't know, but we're hoping that you will be the one. You will be the pure vessel that we've been looking for.
The pure vessel.
Yes.
And what is...
I think you know what that means. It's our patron's looking for a way to inhabit someone here, and he needs someone of a certain purity type of thing. So
Gotcha.
you'll meet, and you may come back, but it may not be you. We don't know. So, so
okay,
far,
okay,
everyone
okay.
we've sent in has not been pure enough yet. So
That's
we've been doing
fair.
this for years.
Just-
And we're very tired.
Just to kind of tickle my growing curiosity, you would. Your patron.
Well, we're very hush hush about that.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm a tiefling of the highest purity.
Oh, this is sounding great overall. She pulls a whip out and snaps on the ground type of thing. She goes, "Oh, we might be able to go home. It's been so long."
Oh, that's a shame. Is it a little cold here for you?
We prefer the cold.
That's exactly what I thought. Well, I'm sure you know my dad then.
Okay, we're gonna cut. That goes to old lady. They are now closing in overall. She's tried to run all that, but they caught her pretty quick overall. It is very clear that murder's about to take place. Everything's grabbed, the knives are back, and they start going down type of thing.
Give me the.
You have a moment there.
Yeah.
If you'd like to pop it off, it can. If not, she's getting stabbed to death.
I had an interesting role for
We're doing
Bernardo,
it.
so.
Rage immediately and then dash. Or rage and then run 30 feet. towards
Okay. Roll
I'm
initiative.
going to, with that as well,
Yeah.
I'm going to do Gust of
What am
Wind.
I talking about?
I just thought you were getting mad. I just thought you were getting mad. You know. What initiative
No,
you're
dash
doing.
then.
Gust of Wind. So
I
it's
was
a
like the,
line directly
no.
from me, 10 feet
Jesus.
wide. Strength saving throw on creatures within 60 feet of
Don't
me.
worry,
So
it's
I'm going to
coming
move
back.
closer.
Okay, you're good. They definitely fail.
Okay. That's a really good initiative.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Okay.
So they get blown 15 feet away in that line.
Okay, perfect. Any damage or just
I'm not letting
Just
you
move.
take it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's there's a fine line I'm
Yeah,
letting
no,
you go
I-
before
I-
I do what I gotta
get you,
do.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay.
Gotta get some info though.
Thistle, what's your initiative?
21.
21. Okay.
Can you pass me concentration?
I'll mark it over here. Gutrag, what's yours?
I crit 23.
23. Okay, and
The wild boys are going in.
The boys are buzzing.
Hey, I heard you were the wild boys. Wait. Alberto.
Albert.
I don't think anything will have you as nervous.
Yeah.
For camera's sake, can you move them
Yep.
on the thing?
Yeah.
And then 15 feet that way, because they got blown away by wind.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yes.
You guys popping out this one?
Yeah, so we're 60 from them from the start.
Do I get the dash off before the initiative or no?
Yes, yeah, you get the dash off.
So then that's, what is it?
60.
Kason got a 15. Cultists.
Cultist?
Cultists?
They got an initiative.
How dare they?
I see what you're doing there, DM.
Yeah. Okay, so they're blown 15. Everyone notices you guys going overall. Kason is going to pop off a shot. Someone roll to hit and pick a person. Just doesn't matter. I got his stats here, but roll it up.
No, it's gonna be one of those three.
Okay.
Am I good to get a chalet off?
Yes.
15.
You're good. 15.
Hot stick aggressively.
Okay, so that is.
With the shield too.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's way down there. Jeez. That's a 21 to hit. And that will kill the cultist. His minimum damage will wipe him out.
Nice.
Hello!
And then put that one back on, because there's 5
Yeah.
that are extra.
Yep.
No,
Just
over.
somewhere over there, yeah.
Dude.
Okay, so 19 left. All right, that's that. We're gonna cut back inside. Your father.
Ah, yeah, dear old dad. Guy who wandered in and got my poor mother pregnant, and then when I came of age, started growing my horns, popped back in. You know, one of those absent father figures that went out for milk and came back a few years later.
You see from that doorway there is some ice that's trickling in on the floor, everything, and there is a sound of almost an engine-like sound that you hear on the other side.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, you two don't really seem like the frozen tomb type.
This is our home. This is where we hail, and you're about to meet. And you feel the two rogue figures behind you bump in, type of thing, and they go for the grapple on you.
Okay. Do
That's really
I
low.
have? That's,
Acrobatics
just
or
gloss over the
or,
Levistus.
strength.
Right.
Hmm?
You're gonna gloss over the Levistus
Athletics.
reference there?
So I mean they get it, but they kind of have a narrative that they're sticking to.
It's fine. Here, I thought it was being clever.
Wait, did you say you raged?
I did.
Yeah.
Freaking, I was so
Everything
used to
going
being a donor, man. I'm not used
As
to
a
not being a
fair
barbarian.
It just
Not
clicked to me.
intense, but
Oh yeah,
I've been looking around for many
you're
years.
definitely getting that vibe from this whole situation.
Which vibe?
The Mephistus vibe.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
overall.
what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, because if I'm correct, that layer's ice, I believe.
Yep, it is.
And the engine, I believe, is a reference to that as well.
Probably that's not something popular.
They are very excited. There
Okay.
definitely was a shift in their demeanor, but yeah, they're
Okay.
sticking to script. They're just really happy.
Fair enough. Okay.
One of the guys rolled a 17 to grapple you. So to
Grapple
contested
me?
athletics or acrobatics.
That'll be acrobatics.
And it's 60. Oh no. I was using dex. It's just straight, so 14.
14.
Yeah,
Okay.
14. That's what that was.
This keeps getting better.
And my bad, I was using dex.
Is it grappling just him?
Just him.
It's a 14.
Okay, so you're able to hold off that grapple type thing. So one guy goes to grab, you kind of slip. The other guy goes to grab, and you're just barely able to get out of his grip overall. They are taking a step forward. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Okay.
Don't go into the Krampus door.
I'll take you to the Krampus shop.
As we're rolling initiative,
Yeah.
hey, we were having a peaceful discussion. What gives?
You know, for being an incubus and a succubus, they're very non-consensual.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
I think that's how old Rusty works. That's not how the incubus.
You don't want to know how old Rusty works.
Mr. Trombone.
No, I think what I don't want to know is his safe word.
It's spider.
It's spider.
Jeez.
Oh
Okay. Badur, what'd you roll?
gosh. 7.
7. And Puck, what'd you roll?
14.
Okay.
14s.
I'm gonna get a new list on a new page. And this proper. Alright, and that will be Gutrag first.
I'm moving to clear the old lady of any. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Of any ne'er-do-wells.
Okay.
Striking on the first dude. That is a crit.
That will hit.
And I got some business on that, don't I?
Yep.
I do.
Got
When you crit, you get a bonus action to strike again.
That's
right.
Look at the dust. of
Go for it. Yeah,
what's
go for it.
in
Yeah,
the
you good.
It's a spicy.
Attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage.
Oh, Crusher.
That's
And then
crusher.
Great Weapon also.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Damn. He's
Great
going
Crusher.
for it.
Great Crusher.
Great
Uh,
Crusher. That should be a feat.
Who's in my mind here?
He has it.
Well, you know, let's do that.
That's just 7 damage to
Did
the
you
one.
roll twice because crit?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was,
Whoa. Whoa.
and it says I can re-roll once. Yeah.
Ones and twos. From your fighting style.
Does that mean I can just continue with another one?
Nah, take the second one.
Okay, the second one, it was the same thing. So 7 damage.
Okay.
No. You crit, so you roll it twice.
I rolled it twice.
It had to
So
be-
I rolled it twice. Both were ones I can roll it 2 more times. Yes.
Just one of
Yeah.
them.
Or one of
Or
them.
one
yeah.
of them. So
What's,
one of
what's,
them.
your, what's your damage die? Is it a D8?
D8.
Okay, so you roll 2 D8s. And then what's your other thing on top of that?
If he rolls a 1 or 2, you can re-roll.
Reroll. Okay, so you did that. Then anything else added onto the.
So I roll it 2 times, correct?
I don't know. What's the 4?
So
So 2
you
from the
should have
normal.
rolled the 2d8.
3 times.
You
I
should
only
roll
I only have 1. So,
Okay.
but I rolled a 1. I'm just gonna say I rolled a 1 and an 8.
1 and an 8. So you have an 8 rolled
Yeah.
right now. So that's their
Well, I
first-
rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. I rolled an 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you have a 9 right now. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And then do you have
9.
anything added onto like a savage critical or anything like that?
No,
Or none of
it's-
that? Okay, so
it's-
it's
Or weapon
so you
damage.
did 9 and then plus whatever
Plus
your
6,
modifier.
So
Okay.
15 damage.
That's enough to kill it.
Okay. And then bonus action, I will attack the one next to him.
Okay.
You also have your extra attack.
I do. So 23 to hit the
Hit,
hit.
like hit, yeah.
Unleash
Yeah.
the blender.
And that's max damage, so 14 damage.
He's dead.
Okay, cool. And then I will extra attack with a javelin,
Okay.
shooting at this dude.
Okay.
Awesome.
So there's 17 left. 3 have gone down.
That is a 12 to hit.
Hits.
No shit. I actually don't have the damage die for a javelin.
I got it here. It is a D6.
D6. That is
And then plus your.
strength.
Yep.
6 damage.
It's still alive.
Okay.
But bloody.
I think that's me.
I think that's me.
Thistle.
I'm going ahead and going to use my bonus action to change the direction of the wind.
Okay.
And I'm going to change it. I'll do this. Let's see. I'm going to first move 5, 10, 15.
And the wind is coming from you.
Yeah, from me.
Okay.
I'm going to direction it this way.
Okay, how
So
can it go?
10 foot.
60?
Yeah, 60, 10 foot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So it's about all the way over here. I'm going to move. So 15, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
So that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So it'll be up to here. Those creatures have a strength saving throw or be pushed back.
Okay. They roll, and I'm doing general rolls, but there's a shitload of them. That is a 16 rolled.
Let me check my DC. Sorry.
Be good.
My DC is 15, so they save.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
they start to scoot overall. The bulk of them type of thing they're few in the front are strong and it kind of cuts the wind a little bit against the back ones.
Mhm.
They're able to bulk, kind of hold it. They do kind of wiggle in place, so they definitely get scooted back, but not to the effect that you'd like them
If they try to move through that,
to. Okay.
every foot that they move is double.
Okay. Difficult terrain coming towards
Yep.
you. Okay.
Cool. And then that was just my bonus action.
Sweet,
For my
okay.
action,
Meteor.
Druids and their bonus action.
I'll go ahead and
We use my bonus action to redirect the weather.
yeah. So this is the weird thing that I just got confused on.
Okay.
So plant growth. I think I misunderstood it when I was first setting this up. So it says plant growth. Okay. If you cast this spell using one action, you choose a point within range. All normal creatures all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered at the point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through that area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 feet it moves.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that I thought it was, for whatever reason, is these expand a certain way out,
Yeah.
but it also says through that area, but it doesn't specify how overgrown or if it's that one specific area.
I knew what you were going for. So
Uh-huh.
these will blossom into like kind of a thorny growth on the ground that'll be difficult terrain to move through. I think
Okay.
they'll have radius around them that'll kind of make spots on that. So
Okay. So I will go ahead and cast that.
okay,
And I've checked the concentrations. I'm concentrating on gust of wind. This does not break concentration.
perfect. Okay,
So
I will say 10-foot radius from each of those cubes will be a difficult terrain. So anyone within that will get thorned up and kind of marked on that.
sounds good.
Fair on that. So there'll
sounds
be
good.
kind of pathways, and they won't be very clear on that going through. They're just base type of thing, but it
So-
will make it very hard to traverse.
10 diameter from it or 10 radius?
Yes.
10 radius. So it's
20
bigger.
diameter. Yeah.
It's
10,
bigger
yeah.
than that.
10.
That's 5 radius.
Yes, it'll be 2 squares out.
2.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it'll be bigger.
That's me.
Okay. Gutrag will be included in that on the start, but just
Yeah.
for the area.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll also be included here. on
I
that.
am
Immune to
Druid.
it?
Yeah.
Perfect, okay.
Land of the Druid. I don't get impaired by
Okay.
any type of difficult terrain,
Wow.
magical or not.
Yo. We'll walk across these bodies. Yoo-hoo!
I'm used to it.
This one's dying too.
They're old markers.
Yeah.
It's been a while. We have another one in there loaded up. So.
Get
Red.
some hand sanitizer, get that thing moving right. Unless it's empty.
There's another black if you want to do that.
There's a green one over here.
The green makes sense too.
Oh my lord! I can't do
Nah,
a circle
you
for the
can't
life.
do
of me.
Oh, what the fuck was
That
that?
dwarven ale's been hitting, dude.
Yeah, and it goes. It's 2 out.
We get it.
He's still in ape form.
That's
The
3.
hands don't work. You know, it's,
They
it's
get
not
the
time.
idea.
I think we're good. We don't need circles on
We're
all.
good. We got it.
We'll figure
That's
it
a pin
out.
that's made for Thistle, and you know the apes
And
holding it. It's
if
just
there's any other plants aside from the ones that I've set, also they're overgrown too.
Okay. There are definitely some up top that are overgrown. No one's in section. We'll get there if we get there. Okay. That goes to the succubuses. Succubus incubi. They are gonna do some shit.
Wussies.
Can't say that. That was racist, dude. That was racist.
All right, Puck. I need DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw.
The female looks deep into your eyes, and she says, "You want to come with us, right?"
That's suggestive.
Wait, what did it? Wisdom, you said?
Is there? This is a charming effect. If you have anything in it.
Oh, there we go. That is a 20.
Okay, you succeed. You definitely feel the temptress kind of piercing into your mind a bit, but you are able to withstand that and hold it out. She goes, "Oh, you are a strong one." I will need a second wisdom saving throw as the so that was the incubus and succubus, or no, that was the succubus. The incubus looks in and goes, "Well, I have to take a try now." He's like, you maybe not her, but me, surely you would come with, right? And again, his gaze hits you like that. And on the DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
I was gonna say something that wasn't most PC.
That's a 10.
Okay, so something about his persuasion of that. It might be that she weakened you overall in that, but you are feeling compelled to follow what this creature is saying. He's got a charm about you, a wavering sort of je ne sais quoi type of thing. So there's a trust there. Maybe this is the thing to do. Maybe it is proper to just follow them there and at least meet with their patron and kind of see how this is going.
Maybe he's looking pretty handsome.
Okay, and
So, what did, I'm charmed?
charmed is the effect.
And so what are the limitations of that?
Charmed.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Charmed creature can attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature.
So, okay, so I can't attack or target with harmful abilities or magic. Okay.
Right. And then he has advantage on any type of social interaction with you.
Gotcha.
Right? And that will be part of what he's saying. He's like, you for sure want to follow me, correct? And he's going to persuade type of thing. So he would roll a beefy persuasion check. His persuasion overall would be a 21.
Okay.
No, excuse me. His a proficiency. It's a 24 persuasion.
24, okay. And what do I do?
You can roll against that with your
Okay.
charisma type of, yeah.
Just raw charisma?
Well, you can use a persuasion or deception, that sort of thing, but it's something to resist. But yeah, just charisma basically against charisma saving throw. Be the easiest.
And charisma saving throw, that makes sense. 23.
So yeah, you are feeling compelled, although there is that struggle overall. That's sort of his.
But I'm able to at least stop from immediately following him.
Yeah, you're not controlled by him type of thing, but you are persuaded to kind of follow through with this, and it definitely is a magical inclination to type of thing.
Gotcha.
You definitely see there's a glaze that goes over his eyes and something up overall, especially with them. They're paying you no mind at all. They're just completely focused on Buck. And that goes to Kason. Pick a person. Go for it.
Closest one is Thistle.
No, but like an enemy.
I want this guy.
Is just fail.
Okay, that is a 25, and that target's dead. You do notice Kason's firing black arrows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're shredding. Okay, that's Kason's turn. That will go to Cultist at large here.
Cultist at large.
All right, they have 30 feet. You move them in just straight lines towards people. With all the difficult terrain and all that, just see how far 30 goes. So you start moving everybody in that angle.
So the plant, here's where it gets weird. The plant is 1 foot is 4 feet. So they can move. What is that?
Yeah.
If they move 5,
Like 7 feet. So yeah, they can move a square. I'll just say 2 squares they can do if they hit plant.
and then if they're here beyond and in plants, they can move 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Okay. So
And they're
this
just going in a direct straight lines.
So
There's plant there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
So they moved 5 feet in it.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all they got. 1 square.
30.
1 square?
Those ones because of the gust.
Yeah.
They have
Plus
2
the
effects in
plants.
them.
6, 8. Wait. I was counting wrong.
He's not dashing. He's just a 6.
Yeah.
So just go 2 back from where you're at. Yeah, that works.
I was like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You all notice they're not. All their eyes look the same. They look like they're a hive mind.
Do they look like they'd be in control?
I don't know. They just look all the same. The ones that made it close to people. So I think it's 3 here.
Actually, so these 3 would get affected by the wind. So strength saving throw.
Okay.
As they enter the.
They
That's
gust.
failed.
So 15 back. 15. 15.
Okay, so you have 1 on you?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to make an attack.
Nice defensive measure there.
The angles.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1.
Nice.
So he goes to stab with the dagger.
I hope so.
And as he's swinging, he swings directly over your head, and he just chucks his dagger, and it just clanks on the ground behind you.
Nice.
And that is their turn. Goes to Puck.
Okay. So I'm dealing with the influence of the incubus, but messing with me. But this is definitely reached the level where danger's high. So with the feeling that I can't actually harm him,
Right.
I am going to.
Also, I apologize. This is a different charm. You have to obey with this one. This is a higher charm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no persuasion. This one is if you're charmed, what he says you do.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Can still get around that.
Okay. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. So knowing I'm supposed to follow him,
Yes.
that doesn't mean I have to make things easy. I'm going to cover Badur's mouth
Okay.
and toss a handful of the dust in the air
Okay.
to incapacitate, do the effect to everyone, including myself, except Badur, because
Okay.
I'm making sure he's not breathing it out. And as that happens, I'm
It's time.
yeah.
Yeah, that goes. It's okay.
It's not an
harmful.
effect that harms him.
Yeah.
It's
We'll
so
go out there. I'll piss him off, but we'll go for it.
it'll piss him off, but he does need everybody, including me, I suppose, needs to make a DC 15 Constitution saving.
Yes,
throw,
sir.
Which I nat 20.
Hey, there you go. You're
That's
good.
my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Okay.
Pakistan.
And
He died.
they roll a 9 to fail.
Okay.
Nice. They are coughing, sneezing, or
And what's the status on that? Is it incapacitate? Is it stun? Is it?
It's I think it's incapacitate because they are coughing and sneezing. I don't think it's a stun. Let me read the specifics.
Okay.
Also, excellent pickup there. That's one.
that was a good one.
And that will be it for your turn, correct?
Yeah, because that is an exit. So
Okay,
let's see.
Badur, you're up.
Within
this jump.
okay, that should
What'd you
be
roll?
everybody.
What'd you roll in your con?
I'm covering his mouth so he can't breathe it in.
Okay. I'll give you a
Okay,
con
you
with
did.
advantage. Yeah, because this is some strong shit.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. DC 15. Saving throw or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably. A creature affected this way is incapacitated and suffocated. As
Okay.
long as it is conscious, a creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success.
To not take actions or
15.
reactions.
You're good? Yeah. With the hand, you're
Cannot
able
take
to
actions or reactions.
hold that off.
Wow.
So they can move around.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
My turn?
Yes. Oh, yeah, and I gotta roll for that. The other cultist actually failed as well, so all 4 of those are coughing. You guys saved.
Sweet.
Throw. Yes, your turn. Badur.
He saved, so he's not coughing.
You're good. Yeah, you
Yep.
2 are fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, ideal situation happened for you guys.
But I can tell that he was kind of like,
Something happened to him.
All right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
there was definitely a turn.
I'm gonna pick his ass up,
Okay.
right? I'm gonna run and jump out the window.
Okay.
Just a window.
You're good because they can't do reactions. When you get to the window, how are you jumping out of it?
Like full blown, like my shoulder hit, he's away from the glass,
Okay.
like barreling through.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah.
Thank you for not using me as a battery for him.
Strength check?
Strength check. Yeah.
And I'm not resisting that grapple. It's kind of within the
19.
parameters what we'd say.
19 is good. You hit the window, it cracks, but you hit a solid ass something overall. Both of you get hit pretty hard by that impact you jostled over. It is 1 point. Low roll.
Nice.
1 point of bludgeoning damage. That does allow you to re-roll because you took damage
Okay.
on the charm.
On the
save.
charm, and
Yeah.
that's That's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
25.
That is a 16.
Saves. You're good.
Sweet.
Charm. You guys are still locked in there though. It
Okay.
is completely dark on the walls.
Okay, so the window's cracked.
Yeah, there's a crack in that space. Yes.
So is that like my action to?
That would be your action to do that whole nonsense. Pick them up and go.
I can
Yeah.
see through magical darkness.
You can. You can see outside.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Now,
Gutrag, or Thistle with the shield just.
fanatics are coughing, sneezing. They're going to move up onto you guys. The two in the back. Yeah.
Okay.
The
That's
fanatics.
all. Yeah, those two. That's all they can do though.
Okay.
There's no actions or reactions, but they can move. They do
Okay,
move
they can
out of the
still-
dust. Yeah, and they're going to try to save.
Yeah. They're also suffocating, so does that affect their movement?
No, I mean they'll this initial they still have a
Okay,
they're going.
fair
They
enough.
do fail though, so they are still coughing, sneezing.
Sweet.
Top goes to
Definitely
Gutrag.
Yeah.
So moving 5 feet in this is moving
Hey, we still have
20.
20 feet, yes. It'd be faster to circumvent it for sure.
Is it possible for me to jump from this position?
Hmm?
How far can I jump?
They actually have it on the screen there.
Oh, on that little.
There's a
Look
running
at
jump
standing.
and a standing jump based on strength.
Oh, it's based on strength. Long
yeah.
jump, at least.
You have to move 10 feet for long jump.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Isn't there is there not a standing?
There's
long
a
jump?
standing jump.
I've not seen a standing jump.
No.
Oh, hold on. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half the distance. So 10 feet and jump a number of feet up to your strength score. So if your strength score is 20, you can jump 20 feet. If you're standing, it's only half your strength score. So 10 if you had a 20.
So I can jump 10 feet.
If you have a I don't know what your strength raw score is. If you're like, okay, so yeah, you can jump 10 feet where you're at.
I'll jump 10 feet.
Okay? You have 20
That's
feet.
still. I'm still technically in that though, aren't I?
No, you're out of it. You're good.
Is
Just
that
out
not
of it.
10?
You're good. You're just out
20
of it.
feet?
Oh, good, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. And then I will chuck a javelin at same guy I threw one at before. This guy. I've got 2 left.
Okay, go for it. Better put that pasta. If you want pasta, there's pasta. But it's probably cool. What's up?
Where are the dogs?
They're
One
dead.
right here.
They like growing.
They're like all talking.
I'm sorry. 19 to hit.
Hits.
9 damage.
Yo.
That's
Same.
dead.
Cool. Then I'll extra attack this one.
Okay, roll a hit. Just 4 dead.
That was
That's the same thing as
That's
before.
okay, so we're even
20,
now.
21
Yeah.
for 6 damage.
Okay, so 5. Thistle.
I will go ahead and I will shapeshift into an 8.
Okay.
That'll be my action.
Monkey business.
Mm-hmm. And I will rotate here to
Okay.
affect them.
Okay.
I don't think that guy. No, I guess they still hit.
Does it happen every turn if they're in it?
Let me see.
Because that one line was still in it. There's new people in it for sure, but
I don't believe it said that, but let me verify.
it might be if they start their turn in or something. But
Oh yeah, like
Gust
all
of
flame or something.
wind. Okay.
yeah, all flames suck.
A line of strong wind, 60 feet, blast in direction. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed. Yeah.
Okay, so on the start of their turn, they'll
On the
roll.
start of their turn,
yeah,
yeah.
they'll roll again and all that. So
So when they first enter, I guess it says when on the start of their turn. So with me putting them directly in it, I don't think that counts. Would it?
well, so if they start their turn and the wind's on them,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
so if you move it to where it's on them when they start, then it counts.
Yep.
Okay.
But it
Yeah.
won't be right now. It'll be on the start of their turns when it happens.
Sounds good. So I will remain ape there.
Okay. And that goes to Succubus Incubus. They will also, I think they have some ranged non-seance.
But they're both incapacitated.
This is true, but they can move.
They can?
They're just going to be saying that they're going to get out of that radius, so they're going to run up on you as close as they can, so 30 feet up.
Okay.
And actually, no, they're going to fly 60 feet, so they'll hover to get to you guys. And they will end the turn, they'll roll to see if they save. It is Con.
Yep.
They fail. They're caught for the season. Kaysen.
Is he staying where he's at?
Yeah. He's been moving and rolling stealth, and he rolls very high on stealth, so he's just been kind of ducking around there. And he hits one to kill. You guys can pick which one. Doesn't matter. They're all within range. Okay, and that was his last black arrow. That's done. But now he's going to switch to normals, but he hits pretty hard. So, okay, Cultist turn. That is a chunk of them that need to throw. They fail, so everyone in the gust is pushed.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should be it.
All right, and then again, they're all straight lining towards the nearest person they can find.
Okay. So
You're gonna bust the window
One.
and just
Yeah, the
pile
2
up
in
them
the
on
gust?
you.
Or
The gust
Well,
is
that's
half
to break our
movement,
fall.
so they'll have 15 feet if they're
so
moving.
2.
15 would be 3 if they're in the whatchamacallit that cuts it.
Okay. Yeah, so the plants are 4, and then this. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
all kinds of brain. 2.
Yeah, regular gust just half, so it's 3 squares. You can,
Okay. Half. Yeah, right. 3.
which I think the gust was just going to move back exactly where they were. I think they're just going to zigzag. The weird part about these, they're not intelligent enough to dash.
Those guys might go for me now, since I'm closer.
He'll be back upon me.
Yeah, those 2 I believe can get to you in swipe.
Yes. So those 3 can swipe.
Okay, so that'd be
Well, actually,
3.
hold on. So this guy. No, because they're going into the plants. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, there's plans.
No, I think they can still get up on me. Yeah, I think they can get up on me.
Okay.
I think so.
That is.
Oh, man.
Oh, I just fell out. I need that.
Why did it have to be
That-
more?
Because 5 times 4 is 20. Yeah, so 25. Yeah, they should be able to get on me. But I am 8 now.
14 to hit, 15 to hit,
Both will hit 8.
and 17 to hit. So you got
All 3 will hit 8.
3 hits on you.
Brother, but no.
Together strong.
Might not have been the best.
12 slashing.
Oh, yeah.
12 total.
12 total slashing damage.
Okay. And gust of winds falls from concentration.
Okay.
It did
And that
its
is the
job.
only ones that got 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay, Puck.
Ape is
Okay.
critical.
Critical ape.
Yeah. I am going to Eldritch Blast the window.
Okay, roll the hit.
Just do this. Yeah.
Plumbing, heating, and cooling, you know?
That's a crit.
Nice.
26 to hit.
That's a lot. It definitely hits the window. No doubt about it.
So that's for the first beam,
Yeah.
because I have 2 beams now.
2 beams. Or not 2 beams.
Second beam is a 24 hit.
Hits. Yeah, you can hit the window. 24, I mean, that's.
That's so first one's the crit is going to be 12 damage,
Okay. Cracks more.
and then the next one is going to be 9 damage.
Okay.
This is pure force damage.
The window is about bloodied.
It was bloody. Okay, and
About half it's cracking away.
okay, and with my bonus action, I'm going to hex the incubus to give him disadvantage on. Well, that's Constitution check. No, I'll say my spell slide.
Good.
I was thinking about saving throws, but that would be too OP.
Good.
Yes, I'm good.
Badur.
I need bestow curse for that.
Yeah. take my great axe out.
Okay.
I'm gonna start smashing the window as well.
Okay. Swing to hit.
Dimension door it.
Move the window.
Move the
300 feet
window
that way.
300 feet that way.
Can make a door.
15 to hit.
Hits.
I think the dimensions of the window can definitely change.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if
16
16 will like that.
damage.
Okay. What was your strength modifier as well? Overall? 5? Okay. So, okay, good. Window's looking critical.
So,
Can I see the windows cracking?
Yes. Yeah, there's very obvious strong amounts of force getting cracked into that window, and you see it bowing. It is an abnormal window. Even you know this.
Second attack is a 10 to hit.
Hits.
Hey.
That's the AC. It's a window.
And that
It's a
is
heavily armored window.
The window dodges.
15.
Damage that will break it. Window had 50 HP,
Nice.
but it had weakness to bludgeoning, so when you it did like 12 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it shatters, opened up. You still see there's a shadow, but now all this cracked glass is now flown away from you.
Okay. I don't want leave him, so I'm not gonna jump out yet.
Okay, good on your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, goes to Fanatics. They have
Oh, you're not still carrying me?
Am I still carrying him?
I'm assuming you put him down to swing. at
Yeah.
full force.
That's
I was
fair.
gonna say yeah.
I'll probably give you disadvantage
Is
on
it
that.
just like holding him and his
I don't know,
elders
you're-
blasting
you're-
off of your shoulder?
That's what I was envisioning.
They fail. 13 and 12. They're still under the coffin sneezing, so they're definitely blue in the
Bless
face.
you.
Yeah,
That's
they're
good.
kinda- They're
That's
hurting.
good.
That goes to top Gutrag.
18 seconds of not breathing. That's
Good.
rough.
It was a great
250
investment,
gold
Russell.
right there.
I'm gonna do a
They have
jump
no con. Like it's bad.
5, 10,
Okay.
so I can jump 20, correct?
If you run 10, yeah, you can jump 20.
I would jump 15 right there.
Okay, yeah, you're in it.
Using lethal dudes.
Swinging on this dude here.
Okay.
That's a.
Chunk is directly at his face.
It's a sheathless.
Uh,
That is when you hit with the javelin, correct?
No, I hit this
He
one.
died.
the
Oh
javelin.
yeah. that was
Okay.
worth it.
That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah. Dude, I mean,
The one cultist that's
that's-
wearing super armor.
12 damage to him.
dead.
Cool.
This one?
I will extra. Yes, I will extra attack the one directly next to him.
Just rereading the wording on something for that.
What are those?
I'll take it. 22
Fits.
14
And
damage.
they're
Just
cultists.
Uh,
Wearing robes.
That's me.
It's
Thistle.
me.
It's a me.
I'm going to
Gutrag.
strike with
Okay.
my fists as an 8
Okay.
on the first guy that smacked me. That is a 12 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
Is it like a Dante
That is the
punch?
AC as well.
Nice. That is going to be 8 damage.
It is live, critical.
I'm going to go ahead and do another schmacky.
Okay.
That's over 12.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 4 damage.
Dead.
And
That
I'm
is
going,
the 8th dead.
I'm going to take the 2 op strikes.
Okay. One miss, one hit. That is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the miss was under 10, so it's 3 damage.
3 damage.
Smashing.
It's a very critical ape, but we're fine.
Whoa.
Shaw lashing.
Stop running, I would be with you.
20, 25.
Kason is represented in the zone, but he's moving
30.
very stealthily. He's kind of in that
Yeah,
level.
he's
That's fair.
His minimum roll is higher than what they can, so
Yeah.
Okay, we are good.
Schrodinger's
Uh,
Jason.
yeah.
Goes to the succubus
You
incubus.
might be
They
there
got a
now.
roll.
I don't like the way that they succubus.
That might do it. I don't know what their thing is.
And that saving throw does happen at the end of their turn.
Yeah, 13. They're still stuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
They're not rolling well at all.
They are coughing and sneezing a storm in there.
Best purchase.
Yeah, that's it for them. So that goes to Jason. He shoots another
Probably
one.
3 rounds and not being dragged to hell.
Stealth.
We're super grateful.
Managed shot. That's a hit, and I'll kill one of them. You guys pick who. Okay. Colt's turn. They're moving 30 straight towards people, and then if they can get around, they're going to swipe.
And what is this one's movement speed reduced?
30, but it's going to be like 2 squares.
2 squares. Okay. With both of the plants.
Well, that was a lot of movement.
It was here. They go.
He's
4
around the
in
plant.
there.
Yeah,
Plants.
these are plants.
Is it
So they have
4?
7 feet
It's-
of movement.
7.
Yeah.
So then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them 2 squares just to round it up to 10 to make it easy. Because, yeah, 7's a weird. Be a 1.5 square per turn on you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then how many around you here?
That is 5.
5. Okay, you got 5
Oh,
swipes to
Gutrag.
match up. I'm going to give 4 of these people advantage for flanking on you, just from that many surrounding you.
That's fine.
It's 1 hit at 21. Does that 21 hit?
A 21 hits.
Okay, that's a 19.
Hits.
Okay, that is a 20.
Come on.
I know, man. It's a 21.
What the f-
Yeah, and then there's the non-advantage one. That's a 16.
I will repost that one.
Look,
They were
grateful
like
he's not
3,
rolling that
18.
high.
2, 18.
Jeez.
Just be crying. It's when you gotta bring out the sun stone. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The repost
This is
does not
expensive
change the
Jason,
damage at all,
but
right?
my life is worth more than
You
rock.
just
No,
use
I'm
strike guy.
reposting the one that misses me. I can only repost
Oh,
if
you missed.
somebody
Okay,
misses.
one missed. Okay. That is 16 total damage on the 4
16
hits.
damage.
And then the one missed.
Repost
It was the
is-
dwarf, the one that's on the off of the square.
Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't quite get your
12
knees.
to hit him.
Hits. That's AC. Cool.
Is that the javelin guy?
Javelin guy is here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
2 people have been hit with javelins,
Oh,
or one was punched.
then maybe, I don't know. That's 13 damage to
Dead.
the one who.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gone.
Okay.
Hit me.
Puck.
All right.
His horns grow, his wings expand, he flies out the window. I am unleashed.
Don't fuck with Puck.
Don't fuck with Puck. Like that way.
My name is Puck, and I like.
Duck out of danger.
Okay, that's. You know what? I'm going to cast invisibility on myself, and
You're invisible.
and then grab onto
Badur.
Badur. Yes,
It's your turn.
that is my turn. Yes.
Badur.
I feel him grabbing on me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna throw him over his shoulder, rage, and jump out the window.
Okay, you're out the window.
Uh,
I got 40 movement.
what
jump's
jumps are
10
you
feet.
jumping?
Yeah.
So you have 10 in the F3.
Yeah. 10 down that way.
I think I don't know.
Yeah,
What's mine?
you got it.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Well, plant.
Yeah.
He's jumping though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he jumps.
you
He lands
jumping
in the
far?
plant. He jumps 10,
Jump 10.
Oh,
and
you
then he
jump 10.
lands in the plant.
Okay.
Into the plant.
That's-
Yeah.
So you'd
right.
be there, and then everything's reduced. That's it.
I'm like right over here.
So you can move one more square.
He's got 30 left. Yeah.
Wait, he's got.
40
I got
left
40
total.
movement.
Barbarian. He got the extra speed thing. So 30 you have 2 squares basically.
And he's.
Okay. And your taps.
Yeah,
there.
you can definitely You can
Action
grab
to
me.
pick them up and do that with all that. You know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's
That
go
makes
with that. All right. Goes fanatics.
Is there any invisibility?
Yeah, I think there's invisibility.
There should be. They're still coughing, sneezing. Yeah, they're getting rough.
Ah, there we go.
Top Gutrag.
Top Gutrag.
Swinging on this one for 60 to hit.
Hits.
That is 8 damage to him.
Still alive.
gets pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
Crusher. And then I will do the same thing to this one.
Okay.
For 17 to hit.
Hits.
That's 13 damage.
Dead.
Come out of here. Then I will second wind. Not second wind. Sorry.
Action search?
Action search.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Kill them all before Badur can help.
Come on. That's 27 to hit.
Hits.
Sorry. Wait. Yeah. No, that's right. 11 damage.
Dead.
Okay.
It's like he's harvesting wheat. Just
This
Yeah.
one.
Shh. Shh.
Can't you attack again because the action search is the attack action again?
It is 2 more attacks.
Attack again. For a bunch of 25 to
Hits.
hit. For 14 more damage.
Dead.
Cool.
Damn, he just cleared out everybody around him.
This one.
Okay. I will go ahead
Not
and
that
That's fun.
as an ape, I'll toss a rock at that guy.
They did their job.
They
You know, there's a wall.
Yeah.
A wall.
That's over 12.
Yep.
That is, I believe, 8 demo. 8 demo.
They're alive.
Okay. And I will 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, I'll go over here, yeah. That's it.
Succubus. They gotta roll. Still coughing.
Already moved it.
No, they're gonna back up. Yeah, they're gonna go deeper in. They're actually heading towards the door. So they'll fly and they are off the map.
The succubi.
Yep.
They fly there off the map.
And that goes to Kason. He's gonna take stealth. Hidden, so he can shoot.
An arrow at one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of.
Alright, 1 dies. Pick one. Dead. That was normal arrow. His minimum is still higher.
to get through these.
Cultists.
Yeah, no kidding.
Again, moving 30 towards.
On me, because they don't see.
Oh, baby, grind on me.
So that's what, 2, right?
Okay, and all of them that are remaining simultaneously blink, and it seems like color comes back to the face, and they all vomit black ichor.
Yeah.
And they kind of crumble down, and that is their turn. Goes to Puck.
Okay.
So they,
They're all prone, basically on their knees, like they kind of fell. They aggressive, like violently vomited up this black junk. Very gross scene.
Do
You have that.
where are we supposed to meet? Or did Kaysen give me an indication of where he was going to be?
Careless Tap is the.
Oh, okay,
route.
okay, that's
Yeah.
I mean, so as far as here, did Kaysen give me an indication where he was going to be? I know he's moved since then. but
Yeah. I mean, he's posted up. Yeah, you know generally the area.
Generally, he was.
Yeah.
Gonna, okay.
We didn't hash it out because it was just.
Yeah, right.
It'd be you know where he is.
So I'm going to dash in that general direction.
Okay. You see some.
Oh, wait, I'm slowed by the plants as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so
I was gonna
that
say, you see some plants tickling at your ankle.
right.
so-
Okay, so 5. 10,
There's no
15,
plants there, no.
20, 25, 30. And it's how big is the radius?
10.
10?
yeah.
2 out. Yeah.
60. And I'm assuming I don't see Kaysen, so
Yeah. You're
so
in
I'm
the
just
area.
going towards the direction he's supposed to be.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth to see if he hears you.
Sure. I have advantage because
Yeah.
I know to speak. I have things for that. And I like rolling on here. Okay, first one's a 6. Ooh.
I thought they were gonna do more than just
So that's a
choke and
16.
cough the whole time, but it's D&D. So. Fight may feel a little lame. I apologize. Guys kind of checkmated it a little bit there. So
16.
16. Yeah, he does not hear you.
Okay.
He's not that perceptive. He's perceptive.
Gotcha.
Okay, Puxton Badur.
Yeah. I want to Christian my axe. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Are
You
you
have
sending him
advantage
to the,
because he's prone as
Are you
well.
sending him to the shadow dimension?
No, I'm gonna say that. It's higher. That's 10 damage.
Dead.
For 11 damage.
Does it hit?
Oh yeah,
Okay, he's dead.
it's an 18 flat.
Yeah, you're good. Anything else?
That's it.
Fanatics. Still coughing, they pass out. They didn't breathe for like 30 seconds, they're done.
Best purchase ever.
That goes to Gutrag. Gutrag.
They're vomiting. There's color in their face, and they're vomiting up black ichor.
Yeah, when you look at the ichor, it is dry like ash.
I
And
already
it's
know where
blowing
he's
the wind.
going.
It's like soot.
I'm gonna grab this one by the nape. Is it like a human person?
Very
Just
human.
Very human.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab him by the nape and just like look in his eyes.
completely passed out.
Passed out.
No consciousness there.
Oof.
I'll gently put him back on the ground, and I'm gonna go.
Stomp
I'm
his head.
gonna look to Badur and say, "Are there more in there?"
Yes.
And then I'll take my full 5. Okay, so 5,
Can
10.
you jump up the window?
Huh?
Can you jump up the window?
What window?
Going to
This is on the second floor.
Same floor. No. That's
Oh,
the
is
same
it? That's
floor.
the same
Yeah,
floor?
That's the
Oh.
same floor, yeah.
Okay.
There's staircases, I didn't admit, but it's, yeah.
Oh, so we
This-
didn't end up on the second floor.
You guys were on the second
And then
floor
we went
initially,
to
and
the-
you went down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
that's
you.
sloped.
Yeah, oh,
Anything
okay,
from this
gotcha.
line over was second floor up,
Yeah.
but you just moved.
Okay,
It was just
that's what I
normal
thought.
moves
Okay,
up.
gotcha. I get
Didn't mention,
okay.
but it's, yeah. it's
Gotcha.
up.
Okay. Because I get just a little turned around in that.
Okay, it's
I'm
not
gonna
a good
do
map.
a jump from here
Okay,
to there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick my head in through the darkness.
there's no darkness.
There's no the darkness is gone. I'm just looking in through
When
the
the
window.
ichor happened, and that fell, yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking in then.
Yeah, there's
I see
two,
the
there's,
two,
yeah,
two passed out, nothing else.
there's soot on the ground, as if they vomited.
But I don't see anything deeper into the room.
It looks like a old man in building in shambles.
I'll stick an arm in and I'll pull one of those guys out. And pull
Completely
them
passed out.
out.
Okay,
Passed
yeah.
out. I'll end my turn.
Okay, Thistle.
I'm going to stop the effect with the plants.
Okay,
They're not going to be difficult terrain. They're not going to be grabbing. It's just going to be foliage
Okay.
from them. And I will drop my 8 form,
okay.
and I will dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess I don't need to dash. Badur, they're normal people. We don't need to be killed anymore. No.
Frothing at the mouth.
So there's no reaction? Okay, give me a constitution saving, or a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
I don't want to make this a normal thing.
I'm raging.
I mean, that's fair.
You said wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah.
18.
Okay. Yeah, I say Holdius and nothing happens. Okay, that's me.
That goes to Puck. Cason's doing nothing.
Gotcha.
Holt is doing nothing.
Case.
What? Who said that? He's just
I'll drop invisibility. It's me.
Puck, you're getting good at that.
I try. There were devils in there.
Okay, that's different.
I think they left when all of this nonsense with the vomiting started happening.
I was wondering about that. Something weird.
There was some sort of, they were trying to like control me with like mind spells.
Okay. Did you find anything out?
They are looking for pure-blooded tieflings. I'm not sure exactly what that meant because I
no
had to
idea,
go
yeah.
through a really creepy door that looked like it was going to hell. But I do believe their patron is. I know. I'm trying to determine how. if saying the
It's
name,
okay, it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah.
You've been through trouble.
Yeah. Saying the name of an archdevil out loud is, especially for a
Frowned
tiefling,
upon,
is
yeah.
generally not a great idea
Yeah.
because that can draw attention to you. So it's
Scary.
yeah, it's scary. So yeah,
We good?
it's an archdevil. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get going
Let's
here.
get. We're gonna have to call in Badur.
Got it.
Kind of frothy right now.
Okay, good. Badur, your turn.
I see this one from me.
You do?
Is he waving his hands and
Oh, yeah.
screaming?
Yeah.
Mhm.
As a bonus action, I'm going to drop rage.
Okay.
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 We gotta work on that a little bit.
I rolled for it, so.
Okay.
Anything on your turn?
Yeah, where's Punk?
I don't know. I didn't see him. Is he still inside the building?
I am not invisible.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's over by Kason somehow.
Yeah, like I'm like assuming Kaysen's on a roof or something. Like
Yeah, he came out of hiding as well
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
so-
approached.
yeah.
They're both visible.
Do we need some of these fools and grab both?
Let's bring them all.
I'll grab the two
Yeah.
inside.
And
Okay.
just put them over my shoulder and start running towards the careless tap.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are able to make it back. They stay passed out the entire time. They feel a lot lighter than normal humans that you carry overall. It's very clear they have not eaten in quite some time.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely
Dang.
some situation with that. So we'll call it when you guys get back to the careless tap. Overall on that, we'll get back. Very different fight than I thought was going to happen, but pretty good. It was good. Well, it was well done. So
And that was a very good purchase.
yeah, that was
250 gold shut
that was
their mouths
fantastic.
quick.
That was worth every gold piece.
they did
Okay.
not roll like above an 8. on save. They were close a lot
Nice.
of times. They never broke through.
I'm sorry the good rolls came out in attacks towards you, but I'm super grateful that they
Hey,
didn't have
no,
it for the save.
I'm built for that. Send them my way.
That was.
I do apologize for keeping you guys late as well.
No, it's all
a little,
good.
little RP heavy today, but you know it's good story point I think. So
Yeah.
We'll go from there, so.
That was good stuff.
I'll dish out XP. I gotta do a little math because some stuff didn't die.